Hello and good day, YouTubers. Guess what? This is a spontaneous STSH broadcast. Grim,
What's up, brother? How you doing? I
tell
feel
these
honored.
people tell these people how pissed off I am.
Oh man, this guy. I don't know how pissed off you are. You pissed off? You didn't tell me you were pissed off.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not pissed off at all. I just thought it'd be a dramatic interest.
You threw me off ball. You threw me a hot ball there, man.
Yeah. Psych. Hey guys, it's Sunday morning, a day of rest for some, and for some of us, not so much.
That's all right.
I'm eating.
Yeah, we were having a pretty cool conversation off air a minute ago about our land, not being ours, and what things like that. Like, you can't go, even though you're in another country. You're in Canada. Out there in Canada.
In Canada.
Yeah. There's even though people seem to think that everything's different in all these places, but we know that Canada is just a crown colony as well, of course, easily.
Well, here in the United Provinces of Canada. Oh, that sounds so funny when you say it. Yeah, no, it's all fucked up. I mean, pretty much every square inch of land is owned. Doesn't matter if it's leased. Doesn't matter. Someone's leasing it out. It's owned. It's all owned. They took it from the native Aboriginals here.
Yeah, we'll skip that. After that happened as well, and we all thought that it was our shit. Now, it's not ours either.
It's not even ours.
The national parks are signed over to the UN here, the U.S. Almost every one of them. I don't know. I mean, even like Grand Canyon and stuff like that. That's all UN property. So at least that's what I've been informed of. And through some of them that I've looked up, I haven't looked into all of them. But of course, I've looked into a lot of them, and I do see that, yeah, even in my neighborhood, UN property. It's kind of ridiculous.
Well, and here's another thing too. Think about this. Before we get into all the the gooey details about how you can't really camp overnight, what they'll do is they'll steer you towards actual campgrounds where you have to pay money, obviously, to stay there. You go to Jasper, which is right on the border of Alberta and British Columbia, and you have to go through Jasper. Like, that's where you have to go through, like in that area of the map anyway.
It's a trade route. Yeah, I think that's like the Indian Railroad, and how they do all those trade routes where they heavily fortified those kind of areas. You can't just pass through. There's cliffs on the sides that can militarize that easily.
And Jasper, like Jasper National Park, like, it's funny because like there's gates going in and there's gates going out. Believe it or not, they actually have like fucking gates. Like, it's like checkpoints. It's like a border crossing, and it's just like, where are you coming from? Over there. Where are you going? That way. Okay, cool. Go on. And it's like, where the fuck else? Like, what else are you gonna say? Like, it's like they just want to basically mark your fucking license plate. They want to see who's going through and see the passage of people moving. Now, I disappear. I was just gonna say, hang on. I was gonna say though, if somebody disappears off the grid and they don't get seen going to the other checkpoint, it's like, whoa, we got a live one here. Anyway. Go ahead.
I think a large part of why they do that in so many small little areas, because it's not a big giant area they want to keep. They just want to do this in big high traffic areas that everyone has to go through on ways to and from certain areas, in order to, because it works on the rationale of our children. I think when the children sees their parents have to obey these people, then it sets a seed, plants a seed. Your mic, there you go. It plants a seed in the child's mind that this organization is all powerful. Even my mom and dad have to obey it and stuff like that. I think
that's actually
on that level, and on the level of the adult who has to deal with it, because you're being told what the fuck to do and something's not yours. Rationale,
Well, And I was looking at it from a different perspective, but actually, that's actually quite clever. I'm glad you brought that up because that's important. Also, I was looking at it from a perspective of they just simply don't want you out camping unless you're doing it on their grounds, on their terms. I mean, because that suggests the possibility that you might be free to do what you want, and nobody wants that. A free person is a dangerous person because you're dangerous.
Yes, I think both of those issues are examples are a combination of that outcome for the methodologies they're using. Yeah, I really
You
do.
know, and like it's like, oh well, like when you get into Jasper, the first thing you see, like when you go through the downtown, which is really like a uptown, it's just basically a big long strip of fucking motels. To be honest with you, that's all it is. It's like a bunch of hotels and motels, and you know, all you see is signs saying no overnight camping. It's almost like they expect it. Like I expected to find a place where I could just pitch a tent, but guess what? Apparently, no.
That's ridiculous. It
Not
really
supposed
is.
to.
That's
Man,
like
it's like
really one of the first things that we, as human beings, should be always allowed to do, no matter what, is survive. I mean, listen, I mean, certain circumstances, look, I'm on foot or I'm out of gas. I have to start a campfire. I have to do this. Oh, I'm 100 miles within this area that's not allowed to let me do that. Well, then I'm sorry, but I cannot not do that and then die overnight. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't take away my born fucking freedom to survive in my, you know what I mean? My
Dude,
self-preservation.
I want to take this cowboy thing to a whole nother level. I want to get a horse. I want to trade my car in for a fucking horse because they still have bylaws in most Canadian cities, even the major metropolises, even Toronto. They actually have bylaws that have not been overwritten yet, where a bar has to have a tie off and a fucking trough for your horse to drink. Well, I want to show up at my favorite pub with a fucking horse. Where's my trough? Where's my tie off?
Well, I think it's funny because it costs more now to maintain your horse than it would, a motorcycle or something. You know what I mean?
But why enforce a non-enforceable bylaw when you're enforcing bylaws like jaywalking?
My point is on purpose. It's an intent. It's only more expensive because it's like a push away from other things. That we'll make less alfalfa or whatever for the horses to eat, or we'll genetically modify it so bad that it's, you know what I'm saying? That's what the farmers are pissed off about.
All
They
my
can't
horse
use the sausage, the stomach walls of the.
All my horse wants is a trough to drink from, though, and a place for me to tie it off. Hopefully, it doesn't get stolen. I have to get like a horse alarm or something. Yeah, but
put a bell on
an asshole is trying to steal your horse.
Well, most people look at it and go, "Damn, man, where am I going to put that?"
It was like a parallel park your horse, eh? That would be awesome. Watch that video. Like, this is how we parallel park our horse. Or what if it's the angle parking? Have you ever seen angle parking? Like in cities where you have like everyone's kind of angled up 45s down the street. Like it's like the horse is like, the fuck? And just shits on the car next to it. That'd be fucking dope. That'd be funny. But seriously, can you imagine? Like, it's like, let's go back to horses. You got a horse. You stroll up into town. You go to your favorite pub. Where's the trough? Most towns, I bet you most American towns even have these bylaws, and they're probably just got lost in the paperwork. They never got like overwritten. They just ran out of what do you call it?
Fuck your horse, Rob.
Relevance. They ran out of relevance.
Rob, fuck your horse, man. You know what I'm saying.
You just tell me to fuck the horse that I wrote in on.
I think it's more important that that we're allowed to build a fire, don't you? Than park a horse at a bar.
I think both are very, very, very comparable. I think what it is, it goes back to the root construct that we are like travelers or survivors, whatever name. I mean, people have different terms for it, but I mean, if you're roaming the countryside, doesn't matter if you have a horse, a fucking moped, or a fucking Ford 250. It doesn't really matter. You should be able to set up a fire, have a campsite, and live off the land. And
right. That's what I meant. That's what I was talking about. Is our self-preservation. Like, I don't see that detrimental to my health that I need to park a horse at a bar. You know what I mean? But it is detrimental that I need to start a damn fire. And I don't want to confuse those two, because a lot of people will disassociate the idea of having a fire being important because having a horse at a bar isn't important. You know,
and you know what? And I'm being completely silly about the subject. However, though, it is a principle.
I just wanted to, me and you off air, we fuck around and stuff, but there's people listening to us right now that, you know, like to critique the fuck out of me. And I just want to make my point clear. I know it's clear to you, dude, but to them, because, you know, they're, I got my little haters, man. They're there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ideas. Yeah, they'll take what we say and then bend it around and try to, you know, create some sort of an argument.
I come with haters. Haters comes with a package. Yeah, no, I get it. Oh my God, we got
getting used to this, dude. I'm just getting used to this. People talking to me in weird ways. I mean, I'm a man, dude, and I don't usually have these problems outside in the real world where people just come at you with all like, "Oh, you lie, you do this." Nobody. Man, I swear, people just know better. They can feel it crackling off your skin, and that's probably a bad idea to say something like that to you in real life. Yeah. But on YouTube, they can't feel your vibe, man. They do not give a damn. They are super Dr. Weirdo smarty pantses here. They, you know, with an hour of fucking education behind their back.
And you know, it's funny you say that, because I'm going to be launching a third Robert John Vandross speech. Yeah, I got another one. I got another one planned up. Yeah, bro. I love those. Yeah, no, it's coming out. But it's gonna deal with that, actually. It's gonna deal with the whole, because I went on about the trolls and the shills, and then I went on about throwing in the towel and not doing these social hangouts. And look at me now. Look what I'm doing. I'm doing a social hangout.
This isn't so much a social hangout. And in all honesty, I've been thrown into the ranks of like a social butterfly, but that's only because a lot of people are turned off by my you know, not giving a fuck and go ahead and arguing with people who are being subtle, even though other people can't see that they're being condescending and rude. I see it, so I go ahead and blow up. So the lightweight thinkers don't see that there's a reason for me to blow up. My point is, I'm not one of the lightweight thinkers. So every once in a while, you know, I can get through after fighting or bullshitting and blah, 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 blah. I spit out some real hard fucking good ass shit. And a lot of people never heard of it before. You know what I mean? So it's this, and you're the same way. You throw out some ideas and stuff that just, you know, that help people move right along into the right areas of thought and stuff. You know, we all do our special part. You know what I mean? But I'm just not
that's the thing.
As goofy of you know, I don't do hoax videos. I won't sit there and try to gain people's attentions by throwing out lots of content and being super sensationalistic about the news. And you know, like if I was into that kind of shit, that's what I call social butterfly, because they're doing it for views. They might have good intentions and shit, but they get caught up into the excitement of the you know, what's going on instead of the reality of what's going on. And then everything they're pointing at is part of the trap. They don't realize it.
Well, you know, and actually that's interesting. This is actually a great topic, because a lot of what I've seen, you know, you get some really good characters that really, really, like you said, have great intentions, and they get caught in something. I mean, myself, when something really fucking gravitates me, I go balls out, like, and I get balls deep into it. You know what I mean? You got to see my next video that I'm working on, and it deals with the ARPANET. But the thing is I just went down a rabbit hole that's so goddamn deep, it's not even fucking funny. And it deals with the actual internet itself, the designers of the internet, how it is.
I'm in the rabbit hole right now. I'm still in that same rabbit hole. I've been there for a little while.
Oh man. The ARPANET, the Harpies, the constellation Lyra, the ancient families. Like there's like some shit that I fucking dug up, and it's like crazy. And that's coming. That's coming down the pike soon.
Yeah, be
But
careful jumping into that. People with that bull stuff about. I don't want to be ridicule esque, but thinking that we were on constellation Lyra instead of on Earth in constellation era. You know what I'm saying? Lyra. That's the thing. We used to be a part of Saturn's. I know, but what we have on the Earth today is we. I'm just saying ideas here, things that are being proved as we speak right now. That we were actually. I'm not saying it's a complete fact at this moment, but I'm saying that there's some very intelligent people on this, and they're not like Freemasons and all this kind of bullshit.
No, and it's funny because like Lyra is just one constellation, but if we're talking about warring factions or warring like feuds between families, like ancient families,
yeah, I know that's planets and stars. That's called that's
yes.
that's the story getting screwed up in the literal sense, man. I promise you that. I know I've been all through this with so many different people and so many books. The idea of gods and fighting each other and blah, blah, blah. These are planets and stars and different rearrangements of our solar system. We went through.
The etymology of our language is one way to point. It's all there. It's there. Like I mean,
yeah, it is. Yeah. Saturn, all that kind of stuff. People worshiping Saturn because it wasn't that they were supposed to worship Saturn as a god. That shit came later with the dumbing down of humanity. We were smarter, man. We were more connected to our higher brain functions. We were in a different electrical pattern with a different solar system, Saturn. We weren't with the sun at that time like that. Sun captured us later and did this to us with this oblong fucking seasonals and all this kind of stuff. It was really the golden age was what time shows, on our cave depictings and drawings, man. It's all and put together by a team of researchers who are fighting the mainstream Jesuit church schooling system right now.
And the proof in the pudding is the fact that we had something called the Dark Ages, and that was a definite cleansing of our minds. And that was when basically like, and really, who knows? Like, I mean, they have recorded history and they've broken it down into years, but who knows actually how long that took place for? I mean, we don't have a definite measure.
Yep. And there's evidence of thunderbolts scarring the planet and pulling material out of the earth, creating Grand Canyons.
Aerial dogfights in India. We got like football fields of glass, like large fucking concentrations of of radiation fucking dissipation. Like, I mean, it's like nuclear wars are fought.
We thought it was nuclear. Yeah, we thought, there's no way to explain that. But in reality, high temperatures can explain that. It doesn't have to be nuclear. It could have been it could have been electrical, a giant electrical thunderbolt, because that's what the horn or the eye of Africa. What do they call that? That big old circular thing where it's got the concentric cylinders. Concentric meaning they're overlapping in opposite directions, each layer. So, and that's a scarring of an electrical fingerprint. It's amazing shit, man.
Yeah, all I'm aware of is the intent. Like my father was a historian, and I read a lot of the books that he brought into the house, and there's like several hundred books. And when I read into Himmler in 1938, they were very, very, very passionate about India. In fact, they utilized every trick in the book to get into India, they used universities, they used like independent media as an excuse, like to get into India. I mean, it was a British colony. The British did not want Germany in there, but they used every fucking trick in the book to get into India and exploit it and find what was under the ground. They knew something was going on down there, whether it was ancient technology, whether it was ancient knowledge, books, who knows? It's not even the point of the conversation, really.
No, I'm with you. I know, I'm with you. I every time I hear somebody tell me, Germany wanted to do this or India against that, I kind of think in my mind, no, that's the mainstream version, because like the those countries are already ruled during those times. 19th century, 18th century. Those countries already ruled by the same head already. It was just the people
you
who
know
don't
what?
know about it. So
I went
the
back.
rationale, yeah, the people don't know about it. So the rationale has to be spread to the people about how they're working on getting these red tape and getting this in there. So that way they can see that the teams are different, and they can keep it in their mind that the teams are different. They really don't work together. You know what I mean?
I
really
trace
feel that
back.
way.
I trace back. I traced back one family through the it was the I think it was the Bison family, and I traced that back, and it had like Finnish roots, it had Germanic roots, and then I followed that back further and further, and guess what? At a certain point, Germany and Britain blur together. Like there's a point where they are no longer two distinct groups. Okay.
Oh, right, exactly. The key
And
thing
like
is,
that House of Hanover, for instance, the House of Hanover, one of the royal families is
they still are.
Germanic in nature. Like, and these old families, these old groups, really are what we have to concentrate on. Like, if we're gonna do any research to paint a picture of what's to come, we have to look at what happened before.
Sometimes you get lost in the family too because they don't write it down for you in there in a book for you to see. That's what's called the pharaonic bloodline. They do this breeding with the entire world before the pharaohs were ever written to have fallen. They already bred and was with the whole world. They were already all over the whole world, and they bred into everything already. That was their credo. That thing that they said they do. That's so. One. Excuse me, sorry about that coughing. I just took a toke. So the thing is they're pretty much already throughout all of this. That's why you have those silly British rules, those silly laws about the royals are going to breed with your wife on her wedding day and all that. Spreading the pharaonic line, it's never changed. There's the same rules in place about spreading the blood, spreading the line, to keep it all over the place. But that's the main thing people need to understand about these race talks and stuff. Like, only the followers who don't understand what's going on get caught up in believing in the race stuff. That's us, the normal people. They're already bred into each other. They know it's a tool in a game to be used on the populace. They don't look at their white brothers as white brothers. They look at us like scumbag. They don't look at their black brothers like black brothers. They look at us like monsters because we're not royal blood of royal descent. We're all monsters, white or black or whatever color you are that is not of the pharaonic bloodline. That's how they can discriminate and have no empathy towards us when they do all of these things to us that they do, because they feel that trap and trick of like white privilege. You know how the US and the whites, they feel like they have this false white privilege, even though when slavery came in, all it did was take the jobs away from the majority of the people. So from a simple fucking economic point of view, slavery was a horrible thing for white people because it put us all in the motherfucking dirt.
It's a horrible thing for everybody.
My point being, though,
I get it. I get what you're saying. Yeah,
totally. Right. It's not a privilege for white people to have had slaves in the U.S. because we didn't even own them. The Jews did. Yeah. And a lot of us were owned too. And the Irish and all of that were owned as well, and indentured slaves and all kinds of stuff. And I think the whole story behind the feeling is supposed to get as what I'm intimating here. The whole story behind the feeling that they're trying to make us have as a race and as a community, as two races, 3, 4, whatever, is guilt and
just gonna say it.
Guilt to the whites and anger to the blacks towards the whites. Separation and divinity.
Well. Okay, riddle me this.
If we can't get together and fight them together, right? Because we're half and they're the other half.
Grim. Our entire fiat currency system is based on debt-based wealth, right? Why not have guilt-based socialism? It's like, oh, well, I feel so horrible for my ancestry to do this to you that now I have to accept you, and it's like, and it really, like, and I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just the way that they played it out. Like,
it's an old motif. It reoccurs. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say that basically, like, I mean, the African Americans weren't the first slaves ever used. I mean, like, Christ's sakes, they were doing it for thousands of years with other cultures too. Like, you know, like beforehand. It's just it wasn't recorded,
Right.
documented, and movies made about it kind of history. You know, like
Yeah, it
the
was
shit.
recorded too, a lot of it, but still, like you said, the pushing of the movies and all the American everything in the past 200 years is a lie and propaganda over here, and that's just 200
Absolutely.
years. We can go back even further than that, 10 times further than that. How about 2,000 years and all of that too? Promise,
Oh yeah,
all that shit is bullshit propaganda.
absolutely. You
Making
look.
new Superman Christs out of Mithras and Indras and the same old Godmen, Buddhas, and all that kind of stuff, spreading shit all over the place. If people think that's real, it's sad. It's really sad because they've just never popped open more than one book at a time and looked at the same goddamn words that are written about the same person with a different name. It's the same story over and over and over again. It's retold, and they have excuses as to why that they seem similar because of divinity and all that stuff. And it's not that, guys. It's real bullshit. I mean, it's real smoke up your ass is what this is.
Yeah, absolutely. And then that's the thing, right? That's what drives me nuts is that, like, I mean, we are like in North America, we're a young nation. Okay, we're like the kids. We jumped off the boat and wanted to be, you know, fuck arounds, right? Whatever. I can buy that. Now you look at old ass countries, and I'm talking about like European nations, Eastern Bloc. You look at like Russia. You look at like Ukraine. You look at these like countries that have thousands of years of history as opposed to our 200 years. You know
And
what I mean?
those were their testing grounds. See, that's why it's
Yeah. Now
perfected here
they're
in the
just as
US.
fucked up as we are.
No,
Here's a
we are a much more productive piece of shit machine for slavery than they are. See, we're a lot dumber than they are. That's the thing. They practiced on them.
Yeah. But what
Listen, they
I mean
practiced
is,
their social control for thousands of years over there, and then for the past couple of hundred years, they've been showing us what they've learned. This is how you create. This is how you herd the cattle. This is how you make them squeak and produce the most and not even know it. We produce the most taxes and time wasting effort out of any country of the world and get the least for it. We do. Not the Chinese, not all of the shit. The tables have been flipped. We are in a world of shit. We think we are in a different position than what we're in. We think the water is cold and it's boiling. We really don't know what's going on here in the U.S. We're drinking fluoric acid. We're taking hot showers in it. Think we're avoiding it when we buy a bottled water that came from Walmart that sucked the water out of your lake that they charged you extra for and gave you a fine for watering your garden because of. But they gave it to Walmart and then Walmart sold it to you and Nestle and all that shit. I mean, what kind of a joke world are you think we're living in? They pump oil out of the ground and then tell us that it doesn't come back. It does come back. It's abiotic. It's It's fucking electrochemistry that creates this through processes in the earth with the electrical and the chem. So this isn't even something to do with
buddy of mine's a prospector, and he actually had a job through an energy company. He had to go to Iraq, and he went there, and they have some mountains and hills where literally, I'm not fucking bullshitting you, oil comes through the fucking sides of the mountain like bitumen, like bitumen. And it comes through in that form and dribbles down, and it's not dirty. It's not like carcinogenic. It's not like a fucking like a waste spill or something. No, it's just a natural phenomenon, and he's like, you know, and you know, I'm not saying fracking is good because they're actually splitting the ground here to get that stuff that's coming out of the mountain like freely. They're trying to get it out of the ground. This is a different fucking thing altogether. However, that same substance coming out of a mountain is far more, you know, accessible. And yet, like, you know, you have tourists running around going, oh, wow, that's weird. That's freaky. And nobody's minding that. You know,
fracking is weird. Fracking is weird because it's like they realize they can almost pull oil out of anywhere if they go deep enough. That's not how Earth works. Now they can go almost anywhere. That's what they crack fucking rock and shit and get down because they'll just go wherever they own property now and do it, man.
Well, that's why the insurance companies are involved, because you know
they have all over the world. It's that
they have these really strict policies. Insurance company will not cover anyone unless they have strict rules and things set in place, right? Because nobody wants to insure a non-operating business. However,
What if,
it's
hey, here's a conspiracy theorist thought, man. What if fracking is really a huge conspiracy to fill all of the underground livable caves with and shit with water and stuff?
I was actually going to go into the idea of oversight, because the thing is once you have an insurance company that's going to actually fund your operation, uh,
Uh,
like in a debt load kind of way, because they're not funding you. What they're doing is protecting you in case
credit.
you fuck up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're taking your
yeah.
credit. You're basically purchasing something when you do this.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like an in case you fuck up thing, right? But insurance companies are very careful, and this is why they have so many safety policies. This is why people have to piss test as workers. You know, it's like, oh, they'd rather get the crack cocaine guy because his piss will run clear in 3 days, as opposed to the pot smoker who his piss will run clear in 28 days. You know, like who would you rather have, like a fucking cranked out fucker running heavy machinery, or some dude who smoked a joint the day before? I don't know. Anyway, that's up for conjecture. Put that in the comments below, everyone. But I mean, seriously,
I
like
want the guy who knows how to handle both. I'm just
that's
kidding.
right. Yeah, no, actually, no, I'm on team both too. But
I want weathered individuals who are not going to be surprised by a doobie one day floating
that's
around.
right. That's
You know,
right.
they're
Yeah,
not going to all of a sudden one day they smoke a joint and now they're fucked up. I want a
yeah.
guy who's always can smoke a joint and not be fucked up.
I want a guy who steps out of the
Forget the
crane.
crankhead though. I literally don't like to tell
No, but
people, no, you left your wrench over there, you know, back where you came from. Go back
I
over there,
want
pick up your wrench,
I
and then
want the I
wait,
want the
first come
guy.
back over here, pick up your drink, and then go back over there, pick up your wrench, and then go
No,
over there and get your ladder and take them both at the same time.
I want the guy who steps out of the crane. I want the guy who steps out of the crane and says, "Yeah, I'm fucked. I'm out. See you later. Peace out."
Yeah, I like that guy too. He's honest.
Yeah, like fuck this.
I had a roofer one time. I mean, I didn't have the roofer, but I was a kid and I went to a day labor situation and I was on top of the roof of a Holiday Inn in Daytona Beach, Florida. And this kid, I mean, this old bum dude, I don't know. To me, he was old. He's probably my age now, you know, but he was in really bad condition and very bad off. And he was like, yeah, bring the hot up. And he yelled for the hot, but he was still standing in the position where the pipe was facing his chest. And dude hit the thing, and he just let the hot tar go hit him right in the chest. It was like the weirdest thing. Like,
Did he take
I
it?
think that wasn't gonna. And I was sitting there looking at him like, I'm new here, but that doesn't look right. And as it came, I said, move. And he looked and started moving. As I said it, that's the only thing that, you know, probably saved his damn life is the fact that he actually did, you know, kind of look over towards me, which gave him an angle towards the pipe, you know, and then splat, splat, splat. Fucking started burning his neck and shit. Yeah, he got fucking tar on him, man. He had to go to the hospital. It was horrible.
That's horrible. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
He almost jumped off the edge of the roof, and some guys grabbed him because he thought he was going to make it to the pool. He wouldn't have made it.
No.
It looked closer than it was, bro.
So I could do it. Actually, I can just see it's like what do you call it? Bruce Willis moment.
Yeah, right. He was not a Bruce Willis type, man. Gravel roof. You ain't even getting good step anyway, and you're not making it.
Yeah.
So
no,
cool.
I can see it totally not working out.
Google fix.
But hey, you know what? Like this is the kind of thing that I'm going on about is that shit. Where were we? We kind of sidetracked a bit there.
Say hi to your new. You got a guest?
Hey, who's in here?
That's Fozzie. Fozzie.
Oh, it's like Super Troll. Who's Fuzzy?
I don't know.
Fuzzy was
Cool.
he was a bear?
Yeah, I like the test bars. This is a test.
All right. Well, if Fozzie gets his mic activated, maybe he'll say something.
All right. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. I didn't know if you had your window open, you could see Fozzie. I don't know.
I actually, with screensaver kicked in, I looked over, the screen was off, so I didn't see shit.
Keep working on it.
I appreciate the heads up. Well, look
Okay.
at it. No,
There
I
you
made I made the link public. I even invited four. I just said fuck it, invite them. Yeah, the musical rendition of the Ballad of A. Dwyer. That was kind of a spontaneous thing. Um, Fellow man wants one. After we did that, he's like, if I dig up some of the old conversations that we had, oh my god, we could do a musical masterpiece with that. That'd be fucking brilliant. But I want everybody out there to know that we're not targeting people. Yeah, your mic works now, bud. That's cool.
Uh-oh. He's too quick on the mute button. Hey, you gonna give me a moderator switch?
Oh, I'm totally doing it right now. Give me 2 seconds.
It's all bad. There they come, brother. You're fucking infiltrated.
They're coming in. They're coming in. It's all
I
right.
think this kind of shit's fun. I really do. Like on days where I'm not trying to do anything super style, you know,
Yeah.
we're just free chatting and shit. I do. I think it's
9/11 was funny. 9/11 was funny. 9/11 was funny. 9/11 was funny. What do you guys think about 9/11? What do you guys think about 9/11?
I think 9 plus 2 is
Like
11.
dead right, if they head right.
Ooh,
Wow.
yeah,
They're all in here now. It's awesome.
Ooh,
capitalist at day 13.
kill niggers, kill niggers, kill niggers,
Everybody
kill
shoot
niggers,
just
kill niggers, kill niggers,
Yes, KKK.
kill niggers.
Nigger babies, I don't give a fuck.
9/11 was an inside job.
Here I am,
9/11 was an
right
inside
cherry pussy.
job.
Bang every porched monkey easily, busily.
Yeah,
Recently,
KKK.
niggas
You know what that
fronting,
is,
saying
dude?
nothing.
I share the controls.
So, Triple K Mafia, we're on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, he wants to be ruled by the crowd.
Man, can't you see?
Boy.
Dicks and niggers need to hang from trees, and I just love your racist ways. I guess that's why their
Hey,
mom
did
is
you know
black
that
and you're so great.
you know that you pay taxes?
Guys, don't forget to
Pay off loans.
check out my
You don't
video when
really
it comes
expect
to
to
visual
owe.
PC.
You know, we're trying to help you.
I guess that's why their mom is
that
black
next?
and you're so great.
I put niggers underground without a sound. You minorities can't step to me, I'll fix
Hey,
me to
kiddo.
go back
You hear
to
me, man?
Mexico. Every QB stealing money from you and me.
Keep the sneak.
Now who's the real dookie? Really niggers smell like shit.
Hey, you gotta get me
Niggers
some.
can right find a spear jugger
What's up,
pushing
kid?
up dicks.
Kick some
Who go
kid.
back to Africa? I don't know why I hate
Oh yeah.
What was that with all the racial shit, man? It's
Yeah,
silly.
that was kind of stupid. But probably got the same person in here like 5 times over.
Yeah. Too bad he doesn't realize that what we were talking about is real. He must not have liked the fact that we were saying that they were using race as a tool against us all, not just the ones you
Yeah.
think that are getting hit on the head out in the open, but the ones who don't think they're getting hit on the head are getting hit on the head as well. Even harder.
My mom called me a
Just in
broken
another
condom.
way. Harder. I
Yeah.
can't say harder because in each person's deal is its own. You know what I mean?
My mom called me a broken condom. Why is that?
Because your
She
mom's a drug addict.
Should probably ask your mom. She probably
My
knows
mom
more.
always called me a failed crack baby abortion.
Real kid. Hey man, you got to be 18 or over to join this, dude. I
I
don't know.
am. I am.
Plus your ID.
I'm a disrespectful.
Come on, freak man. We already know what's up. Come
Come on. I'm a squacker.
Hey, you got a youngster talking, you know. Let him talk.
I'm a squacker.
Hold on a second.
Oh God, that was annoying.
There you go. What were you saying, youngster? What's your name? Dank?
I think I kicked him.
Misfit?
Yeah.
There you go.
There he is.
What's
So
up now? What were you saying now?
I'm just saying that I'm a squacker. I'm a late bloomer. I'm 18. I haven't gone to puberty yet.
Well, then your mom must not have fed you the old
My mom always fed me crack. That's why.
that messed up chicken, with the hormones in it that makes you go through
My
stuff like
mom,
that.
my.
You know about
So
BPA in the plastic? I'll tell you some shit that's real.
what
I
do
know
you
you're
guys think
clowning.
about the new law passed about gay marriage?
Fucking hate it.
Why would I think about it? That's the kind of thing that is a distractionary target for you to think about while they're passing the TPP and stuff like that behind your back.
That's what I'm saying. 9/11 was an inside job. George Bush really did 9/11.
I agree.
They killed Osama bin Laden. That was just a distraction.
Osama
Yeah.
rhymes with Obama. Coincidence? I think not.
Mildred Reed is Obama's 11th grandmother twice removed or something to that effect. She's
11
George
is second
Why does
Washington's
on
Ted
Wednesday.
Pody
grandmother.
have 11 at the
I
end
think
of his
not.
name, huh?
She's also George Washington's great grandmother.
I have a
just want you
question.
guys to correlate the relative information here. They are relatives. This is a monarchy as well. We think that we're in our own, what do you call it? But it's definitely not. We're not free. Any country that you're in, you're not free. And
That is true.
it's all
Like,
information.
have you seen the Holocaust? Like, the Holocaust never happened. Like, it's
There's
a
information out
conspiracy.
there that does suggest you're right about that conclusion.
Hey, I have a question.
All the stuff that happened. Vietnam was an inside job.
Yeah.
Why we didn't have to go to war with Vietnam.
No, they wanted that bomb. They let the bombings happen in Cambodia.
And
Just for that.
Hiroshima never really happened. That was fake. They just spray painted everything.
Yeah, viruses aren't real either, kiddos. Hey, Eric, how you doing, Eric?
What's going on, bros?
Eric, how you doing, my friend?
These kids got some pretty darn pertinent
Doing great.
questions to ask.
So
How do you feel about the new memes?
All right. Shut the fuck up, you new fag. So back to my questions. So what do you guys think about black people in general? I preferably don't like them.
Well,
really?
that's because you're a youngster and you've been fed propaganda. If you grew up with a black family like I did, and a lot of my time is growing up,
You know,
then
hi Hitler.
you wouldn't feel that way because there's no way you could. The people are just people, just like anybody else is just people. And
Yeah,
the thing about what
it doesn't matter. Like, yeah.
Let me finish
sorry.
because it doesn't. You're gonna be when you grow up and have experience, without bias in the first place, then you can have your own thing to say about it. But until then, it's kind of rude to perpetuate and propagate something that doesn't really exist, but only in your mind right now. And that's the problem with like all of these people. Me, growing up as a kid, all of the people around me and everything, they never even mentioned that kind of shit. You know what I mean? We all were in the same neighborhood. We all had the same thing. It wasn't until I was like, 13 that I knew that there was white neighborhoods. That kind of freaked me out. Hey, can you stop for a minute there, kiddo? That's rude. We don't want to.
I was like recently listening to like some propaganda and stuff like that, and I realized that I was reading a book about the life of George Bush, and it had a lot of racial content. Like he said, like how we make macaroni and cheese, like we turn the white noodles into orange, and I don't know, but that's kind of
Don't
racist
ever
right
focus
there.
on idiotic shit like that. That is
Yeah,
all idiotic shit. That kind of shit right
I'm
there.
just saying, like,
Everybody
if we
knows.
keep putting,
George
all this
George Bush,
black
the pharaoh.
propaganda into our
Listen,
kids'
they were
mind with this
black
hip-hop
before they
shit.
turned white. Trust I know that. They were pharaohs first. They were already, they bred
if we keep
themselves into
listening to
every
this
race
hip-hop
and
shit,
nationality you can imagine. Before all of this happened, like this, I'm talking about, this is for thousands of years been going on, kiddo. This is not nothing new. The U.S. is new. The ideas that we think we're getting over here, we think they're new. They are recycled ideas. The motifs have been around for a really long time. That's why a lot of Europeans
crack a
think we're
nigger's
complete
neck
fucking
3 times
idiots.
from
We
left to right.
don't have anything to base our history on physically
Up in
like
this
they
hole,
do. They
watch
can
me
walk.
crank, watch me roll, watch me crank that nigger boy, and moon man that hoe. Crank that nigger, crank that nigger, crank that nigger, crank that nigger. Moon man, up in this hole, watch me
Little
crank,
bastard
watch me
muted
roll,
me.
watch me crank that nigger boy, and moon man that hoe. Crank that
They know they're
nigger,
muted too.
crank that nigger, crank that nigger, crank that nigger. Moon man, up in this hole, still got money in the bank. Farco made me.
Hey, Grim, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
Little, little motherfuckers, man, got a lot of balls coming on the show like that, talking that shit, man.
No shit. I agree.
Well, look, as respectful adults, that's how we have to deal with it, though, at first, right? So we don't.
Yeah, you handled it perfectly, brother. I would have probably been a little more Eric Von Zipper, but you did a good job.
I did my damn best. That's what I did, dude. I just fucking bit my damn shit. Ah! Sometimes you can't just smack other people's kids. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But I want to.
That's true.
You know, they kids, and you expect that from children. You know, that's what you expect from them. You should already know.
You know.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Hey, it's good to see you, Eric. Hey, thanks for coming out, man.
Hey, man, it's great to see you, man. It's like I've been working, and it's like it's been hard to get with the family, you know. And I seen you on there this morning. I'm like, shit, man,
different
fuck,
angle
fuck,
as a
fuck
slam dunk.
breakfast, fuck everything else. I gotta go to that. And then it's
Yes,
like,
sir.
I got it now. I didn't know I had it. Yeah, I didn't know I had the controls. I see them now, though. So I'll be on in the next silly thing. Sorry about
I highly doubt that's a real Hell Wars. That's probably an imposter. There's
that.
a real Hell Wars.
I already heard.
The
events.
real Hell Wars would actually have a conversation with me because we're cool. This guy's an
We're not
imposter.
cool. I don't like him. He's a scam artist. So he and I are not cool.
Prepare to get curb stop, motherfucker.
Just leave him. He's probably not Hell Wars for sure.
you know, it's early in the morning comedy on your show, man. Shit.
I never intended for it to be comical, but it is kind of funny. I want to eject that motherfucker.
At least we get some info bits in between time, right? Little info bits.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Adam Dwyer's with us. We got 4 in the house.
Oh, I didn't even see. There you go. I see the flat Earth, the flat Earth thing. Oh, that's not flat Earth. I forget. That's convex cave.
I believe in convex Earth theory.
He knows I'm just bullshitting with him though right now. I'm not on the campaign to destroy everyone and all that.
Moon Man.
That's pretty popular.
Yes.
Hey, Rob, I thought the your outside podcast, yo, that was the funniest shit ever with them fucking goggles or whatever you had on.
Oh yeah. Did you know?
Yeah.
Oh, we had fun doing that.
Yeah.
We almost got arrested for or charged for illegal camping. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Somebody already proved that the fire and the smoke was CGI. We did that with a green screen inside of a studio. We were not camping at all. We got busted.
Wow.
No, for real. That was actually kind of funny.
Man, that was hilarious.
What's all this Aeon talk, buddy? I'm not
Hey,
putting.
Robert, did you give Janelle HIV or?
Hey, Grim, so you were saying that you
I
kind of
recognize that voice.
I'll take the second question. you can take the first one.
Okay, no.
And repeat the question.
No, I was saying, you saying you kind of grew up in the hood, or in the spot in your early age, and then you moved out. What was different when you moved out?
What? Say that one more time. I gotta turn
No,
your volume up.
I was.
Go ahead. I grew up in the hood. I grew up in lots of different hoods. Atlanta, the College Park area, right there, 27th and Cambridge. Hollywood, Florida, Miami-Dade, Broward, Brevard counties, all through that area, all fucked up. Milwaukee, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, all industrial city type.
Yo, what's up, my niggas?
Hello Akbar, hello Akbar.
He's gone. I have to pay attention. Archie, how you doing?
I'm gonna invite Kip's Clips to the show too.
Yeah, he's probably up right now.
Yeah. Hello.
Is this thing on?
Hello.
He's back, Ellie.
Right, Roger Dodger, how are you? Oh, I farted. Sorry. all you silly bastards.
What's happening, Davis?
Word. This is like totally like not awesome. Somebody say something that's someone. That kid sounds smarter than anybody else here in this podcast.
Hello Akbar.
I can't even.
1, 2, 3 door giveaway. 1, 2, 3 door giveaway. 1, 2, 3 door giveaway.
Did something happen in the mirror just now? Did you just call Bloody Mary in like a different language?
1, 2, 3 door giveaway. Wait.
Don't say that too many times. Something might come out and something might jump out of a mirror and punch you in the face if you say that too many times. Don't do that.
1, 2, 3 door giveaway.
Ah, damn it.
They're not gonna stop.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
tell me about it.
One of us could be your dad.
So did I give Janelle AIDS? Well, you can only get AIDS once. So I guess that's a no.
You gave it back. I gave it back.
I'm not an Indian giver. Come on.
Yeah.
No. Janelle and I are platonic friends. We're business partners. We are not romantically involved. So
you're gonna get kicked out of here, man. You don't got a voice of your own.
Oh yeah, gone. See ya. Thanks for coming out.
Alright, so what's the point of this Google Hangout?
I have no fucking idea.
Well, it was just to kind of communicate and convey some ideas about what goes on around us and the reality of the hidden dimensions of internal affairs of our world. But it turned into an eject the kids off the show.
We were
Alright.
originally talking
I've
about
got this new dance for you all called the Nigger Boy.
out.
All right.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I know. This whole thing started off. We're talking about Crown land. Well, in Canada, it's called Crown land. I think it's federal land in the States. But it's how they control where we can sit up and survive. Like, where can you set up a campfire and pitch a tent? Where can you do these things? Well, now it's very, very regulated. It's to keep you in your little goddamn shoeboxes watching your TV sets. That's what it's for. It's to not allow us to travel. You can't be happy.
Yeah, condition your children too. That we had another point we added to that. To condition your kids to watch how the parents have to react to being told what to do by these UN officials who own your national parks and things. You know, you sort of thought you were in control there, but you're not. They want to make sure that they mentally impede that to your children's little mindsets so they don't have such a hard time shaping them later. They're shaping them now later. That's
being fair of the game warden. Being fair of the game warden. I mean, like, oh, you be following all the rules. but nobody follows the rules. You might have caught one too many fish that day. Game warden comes around. They can take your car, your boat.
Because federal was not federal is never meant to be over trumping state, ever.
No,
for us to accept that rationale is foolish upon us. It's foolish of us. You know what I mean? Like that's what happened. We foolishly fell into a trap of bullshit. You know, and there we are, dude. Sitting.
But it's funny because wildlife preserves and game warden, they actually have jurisdiction over federal and provincial here. Like they can do whatever they want.
But they don't. They just assumed it, and no one fought about the authority problem. Because it was set up from the inside out. The cops are supposed to agree to it in front of you so that you have to understand the rationale is that they think so, so you think so. No longer did we become the lawmakers. We call out to the lawmakers for some reason now. I thought I was a lawmaker. How did it become the lawmakers do this? And the lawmaker, who the fuck are the lawmakers if they're not me? That's what
I'm like a law keeper.
That was the point, though. The thing is that they kind of externally separated us from the reality of what's going on. And we have no more actual say-so. We just watch it go down like a popular poll on a media script. It's never my real say-so, obviously, because it's a secret ballot. What the fuck?
True.
Why has it got to be a secret ballot? What's an electoral college got to do with the votes? How come some Royal College gets a fucking higher vote count than I do? What's up with that? That don't make no damn sense, folks. What do you think the Virginia Company was in the first place? Why are people crying about a rebel flag that was only a crown colony flag for us to be fucking proud of a false situation in the first place?
Don't they grow a lot of tobacco?
1776 was a hoax. 1776 was a hoax, man. You know, I love saying it because not enough people know it. The 21 loans that were taken out from the king to fund both sides of the Revolutionary War. You guys get that? He funded both sides. He didn't give a damn what you thought.
Happened in World War II.
He was making a propaganda situation. He was funding both sides of the war so that
same thing happened in World War II.
Going on. Yes, of course, and that's all about the Wall Street World War II business. It's always been happening that way. They use these situations and they get everybody all addicted on these bank situations and money hungry. Because if you're not money hungry, you won't do things like this. If there's not some sort of a gain, all sort of gain, people wouldn't fall in line for it. It would then seem irrational to them to do. Yeah.
Wow. Hey,
you're out.
Hey, Grim, didn't the South have the slaves in the army? Couldn't they actually won the war because they did have the slaves, right? The North actually did too. Okay.
So it wasn't like the South was all about slavery and the North wasn't. Everybody was using slaves, man. There were Southern generals who weren't, who were white and would not use slaves, and there were Northern generals who were black and did have slaves.
And there's another aspect. There's another aspect that doesn't get covered.
Check it. I'll give you a link if you want.
Yeah. But there's also another aspect that didn't get covered. It's the fact that like generals were either born into being a rich family or not a rich family, and like the general that you were was determined by how much money your family pulled. Like some armies were well funded because they came from good families, and the British backing came in to play in a lot of cases, especially for for the redcoats, if you would. But I mean, looking at it from another perspective, though, you also had your well-to-do families on the other side, and your Confederates, and I'm telling you right now, you had a lot of Confederate generals that just didn't get anywhere because they just didn't have the funding, they didn't have the rich backing, they didn't. It wasn't like what we consider the military to be today. It was nothing like that. Like, it was more like a hierarchy based on family and well-to-do. All right, Nationals. Out.
Talk about nice. Hey, Maximum.
Maximus Overgis.
He had some good points though. Talk about love.
Yeah.
This wasn't merciful when you interrupted Rob. That's where you fucked up at. No, you just fucked up.
You just fucked right up. No. Hey man, hey, listen, I'm totally remixing that.
The kids are sub to. Did you read that? Adam threw out in the chat. Hey Adam, where's your mic, man? Put your mic on. Anybody gonna say hi to Adam?
Adam. Right.
He came in there all hooked on gaming channels, Dabu7 and who's that other? Oh, he's busy right now. But yeah, that's some funny shit.
I like Thor News. I like that. Actually, Thor News is awesome. I think he's a good dude. I think that one of the few people who actually cares about people is Thor News.
Right.
Oh, did I just put him down? No, I just read what he was saying. The kids are sub to
that's Adam Dwyer. Yeah. No, but I'm just saying though that Thor News, he's like, nobody can give him a bad rap because you know what? The guy's a caring dude, man. He loves everybody. He just wants to see some good, come out of all this bullshit.
Oh, and free radio. Just look at this.
And he's got an eyeball for bullshit.
Somebody's kids are trolling us.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
Somebody's kids are trolling us.
Was it Adam Dwyer?
Thanks, dude.
Somebody's on patrol, right? Somebody got a patrol.
Patrol?
Yeah, you got a patrol.
Let me tell you about trolls.
Let me tell you about trolls.
Yeah, you seen any of that business going around, Eric?
Say again, big brother.
You seen any of that business going around where you go to the park and you see that it's a UN sign on it now and stuff like that? National parks.
Well, maybe I've seen some down off of 40 going towards Cumberland because they got a lot of national shit down there. And yeah, you're right. They controlling some shit that we supposed to have control of. And in some cases, pretty much there's nothing you can do about it because it's dead shit,
It's like...
You know what I'm pissed off about is that if I'm tired and I'm sick of walking, shouldn't I just be able to just stroll up somewhere, make a small little fire, and roll up next to it and have a good sleep?
Definitely.
Yeah, you would think so.
Like, can't I just camp out? Like, it's not camping. I'm not bringing a family over. I'm just camping out. I'm done for the night. I can't go much further unless you want me to stay awake, which means I'm gonna have to do crystal meth and then fucking venture on. You know what I mean? Like, fuck off. Like, really? Is this what you're telling me I have to do?
I'm gonna have to mute you, Robert.
I'm just saying though, like fuck. Is this what you're telling me? I can't stop here because this is far enough, and I can't make a fire. I can't fucking roll up my bedroll like a cowboy does and just fucking have a sleep. Fuck off. Like, come on. I will completely and totally oppose that system. I did it in fucking Dundas Square in the middle of the city in Toronto, and I'll do it here in the fucking country. I don't give a shit.
And I think the reason why we probably can't camp where we want to is because of homeless laws. In my city, that's all they did was like up under the bridge downtown. All they had was like a whole camp area where the homeless people was at, and that was maybe like 2 years ago. And the mayor came in and she cleaned all that shit up. And now we got no homeless campsites. We got no homeless we got nothing for the homeless. They built a center for them to go into to get people off the streets because of some occupying laws. So it's like I don't think we really can even enjoy ourselves at a campsite except you have some type of registration.
That's why I think Occupy happened. I'm not saying that the people that involved themselves in Occupy were. I think what it is, it's just like when we get our human rights We get our human rights because they get defined. They get defined because at some point we realize that we are less without. So they get defined as law. But the thing is once our fucking rights get defined, now there's a way to remove those rights through bureaucracy. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit because once they define our rights, then they have a way to take them away. Like I think that things should be left without definition. Personally,
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But can I jump on to what Eric was saying a second ago, and then it leads into what you're saying.
Yeah, go for it.
Shit, I almost forgot what it was.
That happens.
Give me a second. I'm gonna get it as I start talking. I know it. What was it? The rationale behind the law. Oh yeah. I don't think that would be the reason for the law. It's just a tool to achieve that law. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. I don't remember exactly what you said, but
yeah, but you online with it.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's more of like, the flies don't cause the lake to be, or the shit to be there, but they come to the shit on, you know what I mean? It's like,
right.
So the law, yeah.
I read that crystal clear. I don't think you could have said it better.
Thanks.
Right.
That's pretty much it,
It's because the shit is there. Right.
Thinking. Well, yeah, we're
it's not the flies' fault for the shit.
Well,
it's not
yeah,
the flies' fault for the shit.
Right, we're not able to rationally figure out problems because the way that they're presented, the way we've been dealing with them are different than the way we should be dealing with them because of all these other methodologies that they're using. See, we had to do that while I was talking. That was good, right? Ejected.
Eject.
So, yeah, they're tricking us into thinking wrongly in the first place. So we look at a problem and we're not even actually looking at the part of the problem that's real or needs to be worked on. We're looking at the card house, the fake mirage of a problem, and then we're trying to build upon that and tweak that, and it's not real. None of that's real. So why are we trying to tweak it? Why are we trying to work with it? You need to throw it all the fuck away and start over from scratch. There's no leaders. We don't need anybody leading us. There's no laws that aren't victimless. That are victimless crimes. What the fuck kind of a legislative? Nobody's my lawmaker. This whole thing's got to be thrown out in the garbage. It doesn't work, and it doesn't work because it does work, but it works to enslave. And I don't want a system like that working around me or through me or on me. You know what I mean? That way I have to throw away the whole entire rationale of that system being plausible or feasible in any way whatsoever. That way I can start from scratch.
Yeah, and just don't play ball. That's what I've been telling people all this time now. Just don't play ball.
Yeah.
Don't buy it. I mean, like they say, pay your taxes. Don't. They're like, you got to pay your loans back with interest. Don't. Those loans. Yeah, sure, you took a loan out. Don't feel guilty about it. They're just loaning your own money back to you, you fucking idiot. Like they're just don't fucking feel bad or guilty for none of it. You are not culpable for it because it's a fake fucking system in the first place that you helped create because of your
Yeah, but I see their argument is, but I worked so hard and put all of this time into my sunk cost. I don't want to just drop this and let go. And then somebody's going to come and take everything away from me because nobody around me is going to defend my position. That's what they're dealing with. So, like, if I already had everything, and you know what I mean, I might be singing a totally different tune. That's an honest word up shit right there. Like,
I'll tell you.
But the thing is I would be trying my damnedest like I am now, but with more resources. Remember, I would have had stuff, so I'd have more resources to even try harder to build a community around me that would defend and work on those same goals as mine. Yeah. That's what I've been trying to do broke with a bad attitude out here. It just doesn't seem to work that well.
Hey, man, word. Do the same thing out here. Hey, this is true. I'm the true broke-ass nigga.
Right. No. Right. There you go. You already.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Buddy Roll right there. Eric knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
All I need to get on is a few good men with big guns. We could break Buddy Roll at the pen and then it's thug life again, nigga.
Nigga.
But yeah, listen. In all seriousness, man. Like, I mean,
don't get confused.
look, no, but I'm just saying. In all seriousness, I've proved to everybody that you know what, you can travel across the country broke.
Yeah.
As long as you got some skills, man. As long as you got skills, you can do whatever. Now, this isn't for everybody. You got family, you got kids and this and that. Okay, it's a little different, and it's hard to break away from that system. What I try to say to people is like, just as much as you possibly can, don't participate. Don't file next year's taxes. That'll piss off your government. Like, do things that are non-participatory. Like, I mean, as much as you possibly can. Anyway, I got a meeting coming up. I got a Skype meeting coming up with somebody who is actually a very, very big person in the free man movement in Edmonton, and I still have to have a phone conversation, which we're going to gravitate to a Skype conversation, and this is actually going to come down the pipe in the next day or two. But yeah, like, there's some serious stuff, man, that, like, if we were only aware of how to treat the system doesn't affect you. Like, if you're asked a question like, are you the operator of this motor vehicle, just say no. I'm not the operator of this motor vehicle. This is a mode of transportation, and I'm a traveler. They say, is your given name Robert Morris? No, it's not my given name. I'm commonly referred to as Robert, and my family name is Morris. Like, you just don't play ball. Do not give them any license to utilize their tools that they've been imposing on us.
Man, that was some heavy shit right there, son.
You can walk out. You can walk out of court simply by ignoring them when they shout your name. Don't respond. Can Robert Morris please stand up? Look off in the distance.
I think
Are you talking?
Fine. As long as you define the difference between you being a man and a person, I think you can just go ahead and call yourself your regular name, bro, without any of those worries. I think I'm not saying anybody take my legal advice, but look into that aspect of it, because I think you walk into court and you say, I'm a man, you know, Robert J. Morris, and now you've separated yourself from the legal person on paper into a man, and you've done it openly without objection in a courtroom, and it can't be overruled unless it's overruled at that time.
Dude, you can take it a step further. You can say, sorry, I didn't know you were talking to me. I am commonly referred to as Robert of the Morris clan. However, if you want me to continue talking to you, I'm going to have to write up a bill of lading, and I'm going to have to charge you for my time. And you could actually charge the court. And if they agree to it, then they agree to it. If not, then now you basically have a situation notwithstanding, and they have to get beyond that. So they're either going to fucking throw this out of court, or they're going to abide by your terms.
Take them clear that courtroom out, you're going to be in there alone.
It's like, hey, you know, it's like I don't even want to answer your questions.
Or they're going to think, that you were just trying to be snooty with them, because you could have avoided all of that, like tit for tat talk, and just said, a man, this and that. That eliminates all that. You need to tell them how they do their law in front of other people. They are power and control egotistical freaks. If you start doing that in their courtroom, I've already done it, bro. I've been in this jail system my whole life, brother. I already know everything there is to know about this stuff.
Then you must know. Then you must know the first mistake.
You know all the reality you want, and they will still use the wrongality on you. I swear.
But hey, listen. Then you must be the first to know that the first mistake to make is getting legal counsel. Because as soon as you go and say, I want somebody to represent me, it means you can't represent yourself.
Right.
That's the first mistake.
Yeah. We know better than that. That's when they automatically refer one to you, and I always try to fire. Yeah, I'm always trying to fire it.
You know, I'm just saying. Like, I mean, it's a big stretch. It's a hard
Dude, they
thing. For
automatically
people
assign one to fill out all your shit and all your court shit automatically, and even if you request you don't want one.
I would magically pull a beer out of my pocket, which 9 times out of 10 I would have a beer in my pocket. I would magically pull it out. I would chug it, and I would just walk out. See ya, peace.
Like fuck your court.
Yeah, I did that when I did that. Well, actually, I ran like the Dickens when I got resuscitated. I was dead, no pulse. They resuscitated, and I got up. What the fuck? Bam! Out like a fucking bean. See ya. And then like, I mean, like, just like moments like that are like precious.
Back when I was a kid, it was so lax. I mean, look, we're talking a long time ago, but you know, I go to court for like a driving on a suspended license and park in the court parking lot, and then leave court. You know, drive out of there.
I never went to court for myself.
Damn vehicle as you drive through a barcode thingy, and they're scanning and checking IDs, licenses. And they're just there's no more freedom to wedge out and to get out from underneath of an oppressive, tyrannical, you know, slavery system. They've allowed us to think we're all criminals in everything we do, so that we don't even think of it with reproach. We look at the situations as if they're necessary and stuff now, and that's so sad and scary. That's why I'm freaking out, because it's like I see the subtleties in speech and people's behaviors, and that means I read patterns, and I can see that there's a pattern, and it's already engulfing us like crazily right now. It's, you know,
I hear that too.
It's going deeper and deeper into a bottleneck of complete control. I mean, that's why I never have ever gotten down with buying one of those phones with a browser on it yet. And I'm still,
you know what, Graham? That what you just said is the reason why I'm doing a third Vandross video.
Badass.
That's the reason why. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I got a big one. This one's a big one. I was thrown in the towel against social hangouts. It doesn't matter now. I think it's beyond that. I even think the truther community itself, I'm not knocking it. I'm trying to like understand it. It's not a community, because obviously it's anti-community now. This is back to truther.
Well, you're labeling your experiences as a whole thing. That's like saying you had one fight with a black guy, so all black guys suck. The truth community sucks.
Yeah. It's exactly what I'm doing.
Like, and there's millions of us. We're not fucking broken up. It's just like we're weeding out the dummies. They're still dummies, and they'll come around anyway. Sometimes it depends on, you know, if they can get over having to feel the need of listening to somebody who practices being a radio.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And I'm not personally trying to label it as that. I'm just
playing
saying
all the little mind games.
It's a perceived notion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See how I interrupt you? And see how you interrupt me back sometimes? Does that make us so mad that we can't deal with life anymore and we have to threaten each other over it? Or do we understand we're both passionate to talk to each other?
You don't have to threaten me, man. Stop shouting at me.
You see what I mean, though? I mean, we've worked out the bugs. And that means that it's possible that folks like us can actually work out the bugs. Look, two of the most buggiest ones can work it out. So why can't the other ones work it out? That's my point. And
that's a great fucking point, dude.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking point. It's like you and I, we're hard heads. We got hard fucking heads. We're hard to fucking talk to. We're hard to deal with. But guess what? Here we are talking over each other, but still having a conversation.
Yeah, and liking the conversation. It's not as if we're fighting, even though we do argue a lot, dude. But
we do.
Hatefully. There's no fucking sense in it. We already figured that out between us, that we're both good people. It don't take long to figure out. That's how you do it, you know. You get into somebody's meat. You figure out what they're thinking. You test their principles. You want to know. You know what I mean? And then when you do that, I don't care if they make wrong mistakes or if they say the earth is flat or round or make mistakes. I don't care. As long as their intentions are good enough to, when they do get the facts and evidence, that they'll produce the right fucking story at the end of the day. Not the one that makes them look good or whatever, but the one
not be a dick. And not be a dick.
and not be a dick at the same time.
And you
Yeah.
going a little bit. You know what I mean? Shit.
Like, there's only enough room for so many dicks in the house.
Right.
Too many dicks on the dance floor. Too many dicks.
You know what's great about the way y'all do things though? It's because I'm seeing this for myself, right? If y'all two was in front of each other or just sitting in my living room, y'all probably be still talking the same motherfucking way. That's why I say always be who you are and keep it 100.
Yep.
Yeah.
All I got is my my balls and my integrity. I don't break nothing for nobody. Wait, that was a Scarface. Wait,
Yeah.
I'll follow my own.
Check out the bottom of your screen. We got
Maddie.
house.
Is that Maddie?
What up, boys?
Maddie D, the real Maddie D.
The real Maddie. Right.
Why, there's a fake one now? There's a fake Maddie?
I don't know. There's been so many goddamn socks in this fucking chat. It's been crazy.
Oh yeah. Spidey senses are tingling.
So, Grim.
Chilling, man. Well, you know,
Grim, I sent you an invite to Friday right away to your via the hangout. I don't know if you got the link. I never saw you or heard that you were in the chat, so I don't know if you saw it. I did invite you though.
I've been recording the Thunderbolts conference live and not showing it yet because I don't want to give away that I'm recording it to everybody because I don't want to get somebody's key taken away and all messed up yet. So I might put it on my channel, but I might try to figure out a way to do it about copyright because I believe in the paywall's over, but I also trying to make sure I don't lose somebody's hard-earned money that had to actually pay for the paywall at the same time. While it's still live and going on. Afterwards, she can, the money's over. You know what I mean? So you won't have to pay for it if I can get a way to get it out there for free. There is so much awesome shit going on right now in that Thunderbolts. I mean, it's a lot of it's stuff that I already was pretty much up to date on, but the presentations, once people get over their nerves and shit in the beginning, are amazing. I mean, there's so much full-packed information in there, and they give us good, references and stuff so we can get all this. I mean, the science is changing, folks. It's not what it was yesterday, and it really is, yesterday. It's like, that's really happening. And it's like every time that they come out with new observations that actually concur with the theory, which is happening like every freaking day now, I get super excited because I understood this a long time ago. Before these implications or predictions were even made, I was thinking, yes, this could actually make this. Oh, wow, these interactions can actually make more heavily complex minerals. And I was really onto it in my mind, and I couldn't express my thoughts to anyone really as well as I would have liked to have because there aren't enough people ready to receive electrochemical information. So I was a crazy freaking idiot, and now this thing just makes me feel so validated in a lot of the things I talk about and whatnot.
Well, it's a good thing that now you're in a group of crazy freaking idiots.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You're in good company.
Yeah, I get a lot of grief from like radio type personality people, about some of the things I think about because they are also some of the things that some people think about who are also thinking about many other things that are very irrational to me, but I get bundled up in their argument as if I'm the irrational type, and it's a discrediting view upon my information as I'm about to present it. And that's how I was pretty much introduced onto, what was it, John LeBang's show? And,
John LeBang?
Yeah, that guy, I was introduced that way, like, oh yeah, these people and their crazy information, this is going to be embarrassing, talking all the hell of shit about me before I even got there, ridiculed the shit out of my presentation or anything I wanted to say. It made me feel combative and on guard and argumentative, and never let me actually allowed me to really talk without a feeling of being oppressed or, or shunned or ridiculed, and it was really horrible, man. And so I try to squeak about it a little bit, so people could, pretty much pay attention to what I'm saying. It's not so much that I care about if anybody gets him or all that. It's that I want to re-dignify what I was saying with, so people can actually hear that information in the regular light that they should have heard it in. And yeah, I won some people over there. That was my only goal, to make sure not everybody got fucked out of that deal, and some people could get on some information. Hell yeah. Sorry I'm talking too much, man. Just trying to...
That was a hit that we needed because on some levels, we all go through that. You know, being shut down before we even get a chance to start or to present our information. And I say, keep on doing what you're doing because, look, I sat back and I watched some of y'all shows or listened to some of y'all shows from the chat room, and Grim, I see you getting chopped and screwed at the beginning of your interest, the time you check the fuck out. So you must be doing something right. Not to say that everybody else is not, that don't get scrutinized, but because you receive attacks, it's because you on that real deep shit, and people don't want to be outshined. See, it's the shine time. You come on there and you outshine them, and people feel like they lose. Look, Earth and Fire said you can't lose what you never had. don't nobody own nobody on here. So some subscribers or whatever, you win some, you lose some. They come in, they jumping out. It happens all the fucking time. Right? I started a show yesterday. I lost subscribers before I even got on. I said, what the fuck happened? I ain't even said nothing yet, and y'all leaving. It's not my fault. Shit is happening to other people on other levels, and sometimes we want to even take the blame or the cause or fault for that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it could be some random somebody.
One ton, Hong Kong, one ton.
What's up with all these little kids?
Sorry, guys.
It's breakfast time on the West Coast, man. They're getting up.
Oh,
they're like, don't keep the sneak at us and stuff, and giving us some. Well, there was some East Coast, Southern shit a minute ago, but
I'm all totally West Coast right now. I'm all the way Pacific time.
Oh, is it
Pacific?
How far over you are?
I'm Pacific, to be specific. I have no idea what time it is. It is 7:05. 7:07.
Yeah, you're 3 hours behind. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a Luciferian time. Ask me in a minute.
We're right on time. Actually, we're right on time. You guys are early. That's what it is.
Ask me in a minute. Hang on. 7:08.
Hey, Graham.
This is what everybody means by their own truth, right? It's 7 where I'm at.
It's 10 where I'm at, right? So who got the right time?
Well, whatever's true to you is true to you, and whatever's true to me is true to me at that point.
My truth is different than your truth, as they like to say.
That's what I was trying to allude to, the joke.
I know what you were getting at, bro. I know. People say that too. Well, I'm on this side of the truth. Well, what side is that? I thought there was only truth.
Antithesis. See, Maddie's a sharp tack, guys, man. Don't throw him under the bus.
Dude. You know what, Grim? I'm glad you said that. Maddie, dude, you and I, we started at the same time. I keep on going back to this, but you know what? I will always fully support you, man. You've been solid all the way through all of this, and I tip my cowboy hat at you.
Bro, you too, and Grim too, man. I give Grim props every fucking day, and I tell people.
Just don't get mad at me for not wanting to get involved in your monkeys on your back too, because there are too many of them. Dude. I got my own monkeys. Part of those monkeys actually that are on your back actually like me.
No, I know.
It's weird, and then I see that, and then they go, "Look at this," and then I go, "No, that's not what I want to do. Damn it!"
No. Totally not my monkey.
No, I don't tell anybody.
Don't be the monkey on my back, man.
I never do that, bro. It's just like, like I just call things as I see it for myself. But like I say, like anything too, like if I like this guy, you don't, it doesn't mean you and I can't be cool, It's like you guys don't get well together, then that's between you guys. But I get well with you, so don't hate me for that. I won't hate you for it.
And that's a great
I don't give you any problem when you're all over Jeff C's nutsack. I'm just kidding. I'm acting like Hell Wars.
No, but you know what? No, you bring up a good point. And the thing is like I cannot stand people telling me who I should and should not be friends with. It's like, you know what? Just because you had a rough patch. You had a rough patch with somebody. I mean, the editorial you, not the general you. Yeah. Oh yeah, you had a rough patch with somebody means I can't be their friend. Look, just because you don't get along doesn't mean I can't, and doesn't mean that I'm getting along. Just like like dainty. Like I might be keeping my eye on people too myself. So just a little bit of
hang tightness.
Yeah, a
little bit of hang tight and keep your eyes peeled and react later.
And stop worrying about me and worry more about you. Like
Exactly. I don't even go looking for anything. It's like if it crosses my path, I see it, then it's like, dude, come on. Then it's like,
You know, I wanted to make a quick point. I got roped or doped up into some shit by two. The thing is,
they're roped or doped.
Well, yeah, it's rope and dope because it's like they silently ridicule you, and then when you come on,
you made it sound
they
fun.
come on and. Oh no, it's called the rope a dope because more like, you know, to me it's more like a trick. It's they box me in a corner intentionally, made me act out, you know, knowing that I'm passionate about what I'm talking about. See, I'm here. See, because I'm here because my mother was killed basically, and by the medical professions, and so I've always wanted to try and spread the truth about all of that kind of stuff, and other people are here to better understand Google Plus or whatever their excuse is that they want to give everyone. But I'm the disingenuous motherfucker in the room, right? That's the point I used to want to, you know, I've tried to express out there. I'm not disingenuous. I just might not be as well behaved. You know, I'm not good at being all tricky with how to make people look bad and shit. Because
I will say this. I will say this. I will say this for the record, my friend, that you're a little bit unrefined. However, it's a good thing, man, because you know what? I've seen intentions fly down the fucking streams from other people over the course of the last couple of years now, and you know what? Good intentions pave the pathway to hell, they say. But guess what?
Hey Rob, can I stop you right there with good?
Oh, hang on.
Because I'm looking at Tim, and I think we need to do some good intentions with him. Can we should go to
I'm not
Infowars
talking
and buy him
about
a
Tim.
different shirt.
I'm talking specifically about. I'm just talking specifically about present company, and you guys are the real deal. Like, you guys have good intentions. I mean, like, there's no reason, Grim, for you to be talking to me if we didn't fucking patch things up. I mean, there's absolutely no reason, unless you were a shill. My God, I hope you get paid well. You know what I mean? Like, and then on the other hand, like, Maddie, if you're a shill.
What do you mean if?
we already busted you. You were gonna say.
Man, like, when I shield, you got to worry about when I'm shielding.
Eric, what the hell, man? I thought we made a song together. No, but
right, yeah, we did. That song will already be our story. It won't be his story. It'll be our story.
Well, that's why I said forums are bad, because it's not for us. It's for them.
That's right. They never left.
Yeah, that's pretty. Actually, I've never heard it put like that, bro. That's actually a good way of saying that.
It is, right?
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
Well, you gotta listen to my Robert John Vandross.
Yeah, man.
My last one.
The last one I heard from you, I think, was the fur bar.
No. That's just a hip hop track. No, throwing in the towel on the truther community. Throwing it.
Oh yes, I remember. Yes.
Yes. Well, anyway, I'm doing a third one today. I'm recording it today. I got it.
Where are you right now? Are you still in a car? Or you got a place right now that you're able to podcast?
I'm kind of. I'm in a fluctuational space, which is quite comfortable. Yeah, my buddy Rick, he's got a house here up in Kelowna. I'm technically in my car, but I have access to all the amenities necessary. And he put me to work right away, so that's cool.
That's cool. So I saw you were also with Janelle for a while, too. Looked like you guys were, like, camping.
Janelle's here. Janelle's here, too.
Oh, she's still with you? Oh, awesome. That's cool.
Yeah. No, we have a pact.
Cool. I had no idea. So is she actually traveling with you? You guys are traveling together right now?
Yep. We're
What?
We're completely platonic, but we have a pact. I mean, shit. She a platonic pact. Yes. Oh, I mean, Jesus. She's old enough. I mean, I'm old enough to be her dad. Like.
Right.
So I mean, no, I'm looking out for her, and she's free to do what she wants. But I told her, I said, when the bus leaves, the bus leaves. So
that's what I was about to say. I don't think
we all family
about what's going on there. Right. People are thinking out of their asses on some of that. I was like,
they can think what they want.
They're all respectable people here. They're not like some sex freaks who are just there to camp out and have sex in the woods and shit. This is different.
Oh, Grim, you know, as soon as he said
that. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just saying I don't think that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Right. Open my windows.
As soon as he said that too, Grim, you know all the minds went right there. That's why I'm glad you said that and put it right out real fast. That's
you know what? Janelle's a great woman, and she's pretty damn cool. She's got a fucking temper on her, though.
Yeah, well, you know how they are. They're
That's
people.
the
Not a big surprise, right? We all kind of got one.
Oh, man.
I found myself
Oh,
sleeping
sorry, brother.
inside my own vehicle one night. I was like, damn, I gotta go outside.
What's that, Eric?
No, I was just laughing at y'all. That's all.
Oh.
Hey, Eric, I have to say, man, I was talking to my buddy that I hadn't seen because I'm back in Kelowna now, and it's been 10 months since I've been here. And finally go back, hang out with my buddy, and I'm trying to show him things that I've done. And it came back to the one video that you did, that tribute, and your friends like on the street and shit that shouting my name. I was like, oh, that's crazy. It brought a tear to my eye again, man. Every single time. I can't watch that video. I can't watch that video without getting a tear, man. I couldn't believe that that what we do actually gets out to people. You know, that it actually makes things kind of make sense.
And the matter of fact, being that you spoke about that, right? It's like I can see the transition from when they used to come over here and watch the videos, and now it's like my little brother and them done started their own shit because of listening to y'all and watching how y'all did your thing. So you know the results, the proof is in the pudding. Like I said last night, keep on doing your thing because somebody's watching it. Somebody's watching. Somebody's listening and really paying attention because they want to really learn this shit.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
Get rope-a-doped up into these side arguments and bundled up with other people's ideas. We should always keep an open mind about other people being open-minded as well. Because I think, oh, you know what? I wanted to mention this. I was going to save it for another time, but this is the greatest time as any. I could always repeat myself later. But I think a good way to approach other people's ideas is to try and prove them right first, and then whatever you come up with, find out the pros and cons. But I mean, if we're always looking to prove someone wrong, we're always going to be in a combative state with each other. So I'll try to find something right in the next crazy thing I hear first.
There's another tactic. There's another tactic, and it worked when I played EVE Online. This internet spaceships game where you fly around and blow each other up. And so at a critical point, when somebody's trying to concentrate, just shout the word penis. Penis!
That doesn't work on people who have penises, though. There's nothing there's no big bunch of thought for me about that. It's just, yeah, that's the biggest guy in the room. So what? I'm just kidding, totally.
When they're like, why the fuck did you just say penis? And they're like, what the fuck are we talking about? We're talking about something. What's going on here? What kind of party is this? What's going on?
They always do what you hear.
Hey, you know what though? Being that you're speaking of penises, what the fuck is our fascination with penises? I'm traveling down 40 West, and all you see is these water towers shaped like penises.
That's like, girls doing that shit. Girls be doing that. We don't give a damn.
That's what happens with women's liberation.
Yeah, man. They want you to see those.
They get involved in architecture.
Yeah.
I'm just bullshit, and I have no idea.
It's a phallus country.
Yo, hopefully some people understand what
you said it's a phallic country. That's awesome. It's a phallic country.
Penis is a country.
wait,
It's like Italy.
Wait, let's break down the syllables. It's a phallic country.
Man, that's how you slow some shit down.
Eric, you're right, dude. I can't complain. I cannot argue.
That was funny.
Totally.
Yeah,
obviously. Where do we go from there?
Probably have a coffee while you try to explain all of that stuff that you just said. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I'm gonna have to get out the speaking spell.
How long have you been on? How long have you been broadcasting?
Not long, actually. I think Grim and I actually spent more time yakking off the air than we did on the air. What?
Yakking
Maybe
or
an
yapping?
hour now? Yakking,
Or yapping?
yapping, and yakking.
Because that would be pretty weird if you guys are throwing up together before you guys are, broadcasting.
I don't know.
What's up with Adam? Bro? Adam, yeah, I know you're in here, man. You got your.
Oh, Adam's there. I wanted to know if he was actually, if he liked the ballad that we put out, the ballad in A. Dwyer.
I'll see if he answers you.
Okay, so small spoon it is.
What was up with the ski mat, the ski goggles?
Oh, because we were in character. I wasn't RJ. I was RJM in character.
RJM.
I was me playing myself existentially.
Did you guys actually camp out that night? Did you actually stay in that area for the night, like in the tent and shit?
I would like to say yes, but technically I have to say no because we almost got charged for overnight camping in a national park.
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
And no, we didn't have a real fire. So yes, and yes, but
dude,
no.
This is what gets me like so heated. It's just like, dude, they don't want you to do a fucking thing anymore, anywhere, nothing.
Nowhere. No, this is what Grim and I were talking about earlier. It's like we are literally like they just want us to like stay in our little shoe boxes. Like, unless you want to pay for camping, you can't be free. You can't run around and do free shit. You can't, like, oh, I want to put up for the night. Oh, roll up my bedroll or roll it out, and sleep on it next to a little campfire like a cowboy. No, you can't do that shit. They're like fucking campgrounds over there.
It's ridiculous.
You could barely stop at a rest area on 95.
Yeah, right, dude. If you want to go to the bathroom, some spots and shit.
You know what? I find a state trooper. I'd piss on his car. That's what I would do. I'm a little bit free spirited that way.
We're lucky Jersey. Our state troopers are actually they're probably the only police in shape.
Actually, I bet you know what? I would guarantee you that your state troopers are probably the only cool cops left.
You know what? Some of our state troopers are, but when they deal with you on a local level, like sometimes, dude, they can be the big dicks. The one I got, he was riding right behind me. This is when I used to have my sports car that I used to, be into, tuning cars and aftermarket parts and racing and shit like that. But I'm in like a 50 car zone. I'm in a 50, and of course he gets right behind me in an unmarked Dodge Charger. And I know it's a cop. You can tell by the car, so he's right on my ass. And I'm only doing like 54 into 50. The dude cuts me right the fuck off, almost takes my front bumper, and I swerve in reaction, throws his lights on. I was like, good, get that asshole. Pulls me over for not using my turn signal. And then he busts my balls. I'm like, dude, are you serious? I go, yeah, I know you're behind me. That guy cut me off. I was swerving. I wasn't changing lanes. He's like, yeah, but you didn't use your turn signal. I go, in an emergency when you think somebody's going to take off your front end, you're going to use your turn signal? And he's like, and he actually gave me the points. He goes, you have any points on your license? I said, no, I'm totally clean. You checked it all? So he gave me a 2-point ticket for not using it.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Right. I thought I was muted. Sorry.
In Regina, I had a little bit of a collision with Saskatchewan. Well, actually, she was from Alberta.
Collision in Regina.
Yeah, I got the collision in Regina. Yeah, laughing up there. Yeah. Place that rhymes with fun for 3 months. Nobody wants to get stuck in Regina. Anyway, I hit some girl by mistake in a blizzard. She had a football field's distance between her and the car in front of her, but she had winter tires. She fucking slammed on the brakes, and I'm like, oh, fuck. I didn't have my 4x4 engaged. I'm still having summer tires. That didn't go so well. So I go into the left turn lane, but I ended up clipping her fucking taillight. 7 inches of contact. That's it. I could have completely rear-ended her and completely rearranged her rear end of that vehicle. But no, I politely went to the left lane and only smeared her taillight across the left side of her vehicle. Like a polite man would. Anyway, I forgot what the point was of this whole conversation.
Well, I got
but
a
anyway,
ticket, so we were going there. So a cop must have screwed
That
me.
was the point, right? You can only did that
I
when you
think
could have.
my only accident in 40 goddamn years of my life, the only accident I've ever been in, and it was like a bullshit. Actually, it was because I hit it. Oh man, it was an Alberta fucking woman, and it was in Regina, which is Saskatchewan. So like completely out of province. I'm out of province. She's out of province. Two people out of province hitting each other. It's like ships in the night. You know, it's like kind of poetic in a way, but totally a pain in the ass. Anyway, I forget the hell I was going on about.
Well, did the cops come there? Because we were talking about cops and tickets.
Oh, cops, tickets. That's right. Yes, right. Okay, so yeah, I end up getting yeah, thank you for getting me right leveled on my story. So I get an STI sticker.
Bringing them back.
I get this STI sticker, right, and it goes inside my windshield, right? It's like an accident claim. So yes, I've been in an accident. So that way, if cops see my busted out headlight, they're like, oh, is he a drunk driver? Oh, he's got a piece of paper sticking out of his window. Okay, he's got an accident report. Anyway, I don't know. They have a system, I guess. I guess it works. I don't know if it works interprovincially, but whatever. So anyway, here I am driving around, and I get pulled over at 2 o'clock in the morning. None of the bars are open. Nothing. None of the bars are open. I got my buddy with me, and we got illicit drugs in the car. and we're both.
See, you know, this is drugs.
Hang on. I'm tailgating a cop. This is the funny bit. Is I'm tailgating a cop, and I'm like, "Hey, I shouldn't be tailgating this dude, eh?" My buddy's like, "Probably not, eh?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right." So I laid off. He goes lane changes to the right, falls right back, then goes left and right behind me, and I'm like, "Hey, you think he's onto us?" Like, my buddy's like, possibly. I'm like, okay, well, let's see how long I can go. Oh, before I can finish my sentence, blue lights. They go, hey, dude, we're getting pulled over. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, don't say a fucking word. I got this. Pulls us over. Cop comes up to the window. He's like, how you doing tonight? I'm like, I'm all right. How are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm fine, thank you. He goes, what's up with the headlight? I said, well, it's obviously not working very well. I don't know if you know. It's not working very good. I kind of smashed it out in Regina during a blizzard. I have the accident report sitting here and a sticker in my windshield. He goes, oh, I couldn't see that from the other angle. I says, oh, I bet you couldn't. But there it is. So tell me about those kids. No, I didn't see that. But anyway, you know, he's like, do you have your ID? I says, yes, I have my ID. But he goes and asks my buddy. He goes and says to him, my friend Adam, goes, what's your name? He goes, Sean. Like, John's a little weird tonight. Here, hang on, let me get my so I get my driver's license, my registration, give it to him. He goes and punches numbers, comes back, and just hands me the papers back, and says, all right, Robert, go on. Have a good night. I'm like, peace. You gotta know how to handle them.
Yeah, but see, you were fine, man. See, me, I was totally honest. The guy right behind me saw the whole thing, and he fucking stuck me right in the ass.
But what I didn't do, I'm not saying you did, but what I didn't do is I didn't give them anything to feed off of, because they're like animals. They're like wild animals. They're waiting for you to like move your hand at a sudden rate. They're waiting for something to jump on. If you don't give them that, if you actually deny them that, to want to be friendly, like, because it's like, no, well, I can't bite on anyone's balls now. Now I'm gonna have to like talk and like, cause like I'm lonely. Because nobody likes me because I'm a dick.
I had a cop actually claim he chased me for about 2 miles through 3 different towns on the same highway that trooper got me in heavy traffic because that's how much traffic it was. It took him that long to catch me. And he
Did you tell him that he sucked?
He told me he doesn't leave. He's like,
I would say
I
you
don't
suck.
leave my. But he tells me this though. He goes, I don't leave after he pulled me over. He goes, I don't leave like to pull people over unless they're doing like over 65 and it's 50. And I said, no way. I go, there was no traffic. There was too much traffic to even get to 60. I said, first of all. He goes, yeah, but you didn't see me back there trying to like hell to catch up to you. I said, well, no, sir. I wasn't watching my mirrors because I wasn't doing anything wrong. And he goes, so you only watch your mirrors when you do
know what
something
I would have
wrong?
said?
Yeah, he goes, so you only watch your mirrors when you're doing wrong. I started laughing. I go, no, I didn't mean it like that. But at the same time, too, how can I watch my mirrors while there's traffic in front of us? If it took you that long to catch me while I'm in this traffic, I go, where did you just told me that there was traffic. You know what he tells me? He just laughed and smiled. He goes, all right, man. He's like, you have a good day. So he chased me through 3 different towns on a straight highway for 2 miles to basically kind of have a giggle and then let me go where I was about 5 blocks from my own house. I was about to turn off and go home.
What I would have said to him? I would have said, dude, you're doing 65 dicks in a 50 dick zone, buddy.
Nah, dude. See,
You're 50 dicks over. I'm writing you a ticket.
They really are too. I respect the cops until they get
until they fuck with you. I'm just playing. I'm just having fun.
No, I know. I know you are. That's why I'm not taking it seriously. But it's like I give them a respect until they give you like I hate when they try to use total flat out lies on you to try to get something from you. I can understand the tactic of the questions that they use, but when they flat lie, that I hate.
I respect human beings, but I don't respect cops. The organization itself is nefarious all the way around. So, no. And the law itself isn't designed to help me and you out at all. So a bunch of bullshit. So they're upholding that thing.
I agree
hold
with you.
down our oppression. And just because there's an occasional kitty cat in a tree or something, that doesn't make it all right.
No, I hear you, dude. I totally agree with you on that standpoint too.
There are cool cops out there.
Level though,
it doesn't matter. It's because they're human beings. They're not.
Yes.
They can't bring cop into the good human being aspect. Cop is a job. Human beings are good. So if there's no good cops, man. There's only good human beings. The cop organization itself is not set up to help us out. It's set up to oppress us. So there's no good cops, bro. If they're upholding the law, they're upholding your oppression.
Well, the entire term cop actually has a negative intonation in itself.
That's not my point, but that makes a good point too. It goes along with the point.
It's actually a slang term that's actually detrimental.
Yeah, when you're going to cop something, cop and bop.
Yep.
Or are you copping out? Don't cop out on me now.
or don't cop out on me. You right?
You wear a copper helmet.
You're a copper top.
Dang, dang, dang.
Copper bracelet.
When I first watched The Matrix and they said that line, I was like, oh shit.
And they did the jingle, eh? Ding, ding, ding. Like if you listen to the background, it does it. Yeah. Bing. For this. Is it Morpheus? He's like, for this. Ding, ding, ding.
No, here he says he became this and turned into this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? It's amazing. I never really took the real correlations of that movie when I first watched it because I really haven't been aware of everything, how deep actually a lot of shit has been for maybe about a year or so. That's about it for me. I've always known the news was bullshit and stuff like that. I just never really knew how deep it was. When I first started getting into everything and learning what the truth stuff was and how they actually pull complete staged events on us, that's when I was really blown away.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I think? You know what I think has happened though? See, I think we done got on here and changed the motherfucking game. People like you, I ain't gonna say it was your fault, Robert, Grim, and Maddie, but because y'all came on here and y'all did so much exposing of other shit, now it's no more crisis actors. They gotta have real live murders and shit like that now, so their credibility stands.
Yeah, but they still bring these fake pricks out, though, man. I mean, come on, dude. These people are laughing at their family members dying. I mean, that to me...
Right, that's a little weird.
what gets me too is I just tell people like this: please, when you watch these, don't think you're watching crisis actors. Think if you're watching actual people who actually lost somebody they love, and ask yourself, how the fuck can you react that way?
Right. You couldn't even do an interview on TV. I mean, for real, seriously, if that happened to me and in my family, I couldn't even be on TV talking. I would be enraged.
I don't know if I like even rage would be the same spot. I'd be personally devastated.
I would be enraged. I mean, that's just me, you know.
Well, I guess yeah.
I would be hurt, and the reason why I would be enraged, it would be because of the environment that I would be surrounded by. You know, because I got all my nephews, my homies, and everybody thinking about getting the motherfucker back.
Yeah.
To me, I'm talking about as a person like me at my age point, you know. I would have that frequency on top of my head.
Yeah, it's like Act 3 of Boys in the Hood.
Well, and you know what, too? They harp on that frequency, too. That's what they...
And I don't mean that in disrespect. I mean...
No, I talk the truth.
I know you did it. I knew what you were saying.
That whole scene, like, and I mean, like, that could play out for anybody in any kind of scenario.
Well, if you want to talk about Boys in the Hood, the message, look, what about when Lawrence Fishburne took, Cuba Gooding Jr. and his best friend, and he showed him the sign where they were buying your houses?
Yeah.
He's out there.
And you called it gentrification? You remember that?
I don't think
in the dialogue.
Grim, actually, I just saw Grim. Could you ask Maddie?
Lost wanted to know.
Oh.
That's not my message. That's hers to me in the Skype, and I was just throwing it at you.
Chat. What is she talking about?
I don't know. Probably something about she might have left you a message. I'm not sure.
Oh fuck yeah! Because dude, I'm so overloaded with fucking alerts. I couldn't see if you guys got back to me, man. I'm like double infinity right now behind.
I never did get back to you. Yeah, I ended up.
I don't know if she did too, because I even said if she wanted to be a part of it too. Tell her if she did answer to me. I didn't see it lost, and I really apologize. If you wanted to be on,
I'll be right back.
I don't know what she said, and that's yeah. I didn't see the alert, the notification. Let me know if she did. So no, I didn't see it.
Okay.
Goddamn secret.
Well, now what I was saying with Boys in the Hood, though, I know Rob just said he had to go, but with when they were talking about that whole scene where they're buying the houses, even right then, I mean, he's telling you right there, they put a liquor store in every corner. They put, and the other older people are saying like, well, it's these young boys here slinging all that crack rock, and then Lawrence Fishburne's like, well, how does the crack get here? We don't own no ships. He's like, we don't bring it in. He's like, somebody's got to bring it in. So he's like, I mean, these messages have been being repeated in so many different ways.
To make a joke out of it, so you heard it on a movie, so you don't think that's really happening, and that's what's happening to these kids. They're like, yeah, right, I heard that on a movie, like, it's like, no, that's real, man. That's why they put it there like that. So you would just say that's just Hollywood.
Yeah, and the repetition of it too, bro. I think once you keep hearing it so much, you just immediately just shut out and just be like, whatever.
Right. And then they give you American Gangster, like I talked about the other night. American Gangster with Denzel Washington, and how they was bringing that coke and dope in the Harlem,
through the soldiers from Vietnam.
Through the soldiers, right? So you don't think that shit, the soldiers still not doing that shit right now? You don't think they ain't got no connection with them poppy shits?
Shit,
where it's popping off at?
Why do you think soldiers are actually being taught how to fucking harvest poppy plants and shit, man? Right. Why do you think they're all suited up in mining outfits, taking lithium out of the cave and shit? I mean,
honestly, that's where I can't see how our own soldiers can actually pride themselves as protecting our country, knowing what they're fucking doing. You're doing wrong.
They don't all know, man. That's the thing. The ones that start finding out get their jobs taken away as soon as they speak up or say a damn thing.
Yeah, and that's the other side of it too, because if they don't, they have that fear of being incarcerated.
8 years or 10 years, and with the house payments and all these things, it's pretty much like blackmail with the bank. They blackmail them with all that shit and make them keep doing their job because now they got a family that the military promoted them to get married and make babies, and then they put them on fucking salary and all this fun stuff, so that you're locked into that commitment with your pension on down the road. You don't want to lose and all this stuff. They so fuck you bad, man.
Oh yeah,
all these options about VA loans, interest rates, and all this fun stuff that is so much better than what a regular person's normally supposed to be getting. It's so much. They sing to you all of this shit about how you're gonna get your education top level education and all the and it's just crazy, man. And then you end up compartmentalized, doing a little job. You're not sure about the complete nefariousism of it, but I just say nefarious.
Well, that's why they compartmentalize them too, so they actually can't know the whole story. Everybody gets a little piece.
Yep. But then there's the ones that have IQs over 100 that pretty much either go up to the higher levels or get kicked, booted, and ridiculed, discredited, and shot down. Whatever if they were going to be.
I think more people would notice that too since Obama's taken office. How many of the high-ranking officers, from generals down to like majors, he's gotten fuck rid of, and why?
Yeah, and I don't even have to know all that to know that that would be the necessary technology for the tyrannical ruler to do. Being that it's happened in the past, that's why I don't even pay attention to all this shit that's happening anymore. Because I already know it all. I mean, not all, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I know where it's coming from. I know why it's there. I know why you're finding it. You're not finding it because you're special. You're finding it because they want you to find it. And so, hurting and moving around the way they want us to move around is pretty much, detrimental to their plan. That's why they jump out of the paradigms. I mean, they're real.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Woo! Woo!
Let me take a look outside, see how they're doing with the pool.
I don't appreciate your sarcasm. No, I'm just joking. That comes out of the fucking the mouth of the ultimate sarcasm. No, I can't find my cigarettes. I'm kind of a little bit pissed off. Mind you, I can roll one. I think I left my cigarettes at my buddy's place. Don't worry, guys. All I did was drink and do blow all night, so it's cool.
You know what though, Rob? I've always said to people though, when people used to always attack you for being like drunk and all this shit on the air, I'm like, you know what though? As drunk as I've seen him get, he's still smarter and makes more sense than most of you straight assholes.
You right about that.
Yeah, thank you.
You gotta get drunk in the first place.
Dude, that's the nicest thing anyone said to me today.
Yeah. We did. Hey, Rob, we did have some fun ass times on the show. You gotta think about it.
Absolutely.
You was waiting for like an hour. You was fucked up.
Yeah, but one thing about me, man, I'll tell you this, and like, hey, evidence speaks for itself. I don't, but I don't change. I don't change. I don't become a violent drunk. I don't become this and that. I don't use drunkenness as an excuse to become something else. I might slur a bit more, but guess what? I'm always the same dude all the time, 24/7. Drunk or fucking not.
Right.
I'm always the same guy.
Yeah. Hey, man. It's like I said the other day, like, it's coming down to the memory. How do you remember yourself? How do you remember the family? How do you remember everybody else? And that's what makes moving forward worth the journey.
Very good point.
Well, first off, Matty D is getting a pay cut because I'm actually Bob Lazar.
I knew it.
I missed that. I don't know what that is.
No.
I thought it would be funny to say, since everybody being somebody else.
That's fucking funny. I knew it. No, Flora thinks I'm Bob Lazar.
No, he don't.
Oh, he says he thinks I am.
Well, I don't know what he thinks, really. I'm just saying, like, get the fuck out of here.
He's trying to waste
talk. He's in here and he still hasn't spoken yet.
No, I know.
He's busy.
I don't think he's found his musical self yet.
No, I think he's busy. He's got some stuff going on.
Dude, I wish I had some stuff going on because I'd rather be having a little jerk before work, if you know what I mean. I'm sitting here talking to you guys.
Wow, those kids are nuts.
This is why I don't have complete faith in the whole concept of fucking like trollery. because any of these trolls who spend more than 4 hours in a given day to be a pain in the ass to us, somebody's got to be paying these motherfuckers, because if they're doing it out of like the love of being an asshole, there's something going on there.
Well, that's their main point of it too.
You mentally irregular.
But you know what? They should actually be busting the balls of the people who are really out there to be being real problems of everything, not people who are doing stuff like even this. I don't understand, but to each their own. That's what they're gonna do. And
well, that's it, Maddie. That's just it. I mean, like, what is the goal? I mean, is it to stop people before they get started? Is it to go after people who've already established themselves, or both?
Maybe it's like some kids, they don't care what kind of attention they get as long as it's attention.
There could be that too.
That's too attention seeking.
Yep.
Some people, like they say, misery likes company. Maybe they're not happy. They just they hate seeing people actually be cool with each other and get along. And they're like, well, fuck that. If I can't do it, But I don't know. But me, like every Friday, I say it every Friday after my podcast, I clear my list. I even if people get blocked, I keep giving people the benefit of the doubt to come back and just be cool and just have some respect for people. And that's all I expect of people. Just be respectful of people. That's all. If you don't like the person, you just don't have to engage with them. Leave it alone.
Yeah. Hey, after I've ejected a few people, and so has Grim. Grim had some hand in ejected people. I don't think we've had any other real anomalies pop in tonight.
Yeah, like just Tim jumped in and was dancing, but Tim doesn't even bother me. Like he's not even in there.
Tim's cool. I like Tim. I actually, you know what? I will go as far as to say I like Tim.
Yeah, like I said, I've never really said anything about him. I have nothing against him. I was just making a joke about the 9/11 shirt, that we should get him a different Alex Jones shirt at least.
Yeah. But I actually liked Tim. Tim reached out to me way back before he made himself public, and I completely did not acknowledge him.
Well, I've heard from other people. I've never seen it myself because I barely go to other chats anymore. But I've heard from other people, even Tim, like to some other people, like they're actually being out of control with their trolling and stuff. And he even says, "I just do it to be fun, guys. You guys are going a different level."
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why he's harmless to me. He doesn't bother me.
I don't know, Robert. Maybe because I came out with the song "Fuck a Shield, Fuck a Troll." They ain't fucking me.
Oh, dude! Oh, wait for the remix. That shit's coming out. I've actually got 2 or 3 remixes already that I haven't published yet. I'm still. They're just sitting on a hard drive, and I gotta get that stuff out. Some pretty wacky shit. It's kind of funny. Gotta mix it up.
I kind of feel like the oddball on this conversation, but I do get some dislikes. I got a couple of dislikes recently, if that counts.
Eric, do you still do podcasts?
Who, me?
Well, yeah, unless there's another Eric on here.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't hear who you called out. Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah, I said Eric. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I still do the podcast, and I set it up through YouTube. And but I just can't put up the chat thing to see what everybody's chatting about. I'm probably getting scrutinized or whatever, but I can never see it. And maybe that's good for me consciously because I can never see what people doing in the chat. That's disagreeable.
Yeah, you know what? I've always tried to promote like the interaction with my chat because I like same thing with my videos and stuff. I like reading people's comments and things. You get more knowledge from some people who don't really go on videos and stuff. You can get good stuff from the people.
Yeah.
But me lately, I haven't been watching my chat. I'm just trying to focus. But hopefully, I spoke to Ladder this morning, so hopefully she'll be able to start getting back to being just my moderator to correlate with the chat. Because the same thing that happened to me Friday was without a chat moderator too, where they stay on the chat page on your YouTube page to watch the chat as the chat's going on, and are watching, as a podcast is going on, they're watching the chat, the YouTube page. You know what I mean? So instead of being here, she's watching that. So when I see, because I had a few times some people, I didn't realize it happened, but my screen sharing wasn't locked on me. So when I was showing some things, it kept switching every time somebody else spoke. So, when you have that chat moderator, at least they can say, hey guys, I'm sorry, but, the screen share is not locking. When I found out, it was already too late. The screen sharing was done.
Wow.
I mean, I do my shows alone. I mean, get it off my chest. Grim came on there the first time, and I had and Linda was there. I had a moderator, but recently it's just been me. So it's like it's gonna be what you see, what you get.
Yeah, you do always early hours. You're always podcasting when I was at work.
I was gonna say the same thing, man. 'Cause, Eric, as much as I'd like to come on your shows, I'm not home. I'm probably like nailing a deck together or something.
Hang on, guys.
Right.
I have to go step outside. I just have to mute for a minute.
Yeah,
Right, cool.
I know the time frames are different, but I don't mind riding alone. But I just let everybody know that I can't do no chatting because if I pull up 2 tabs, all this shit cutting off.
Mm.
If I put up 2 chains, it's over with.
Roger that.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, look, man. You're like there's a few people out there in this YouTube community that have reached out that mean something, and I'll tell you something straight up, Eric. You're one of those dudes, man. Like I'm a changed man because of what I saw coming back from your yard. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nice.
And likewise.
And like it's like I mean that's when I suddenly realized that like what we're doing, what we're trying to accomplish, isn't just we're not just like flexing our dicks here, like we're actually doing something for not just our internal community as we call it, but other communities. Like that we have to be responsible about the things that we do. And the things that we say and what have you. I do a lot of tongue-in-cheek. I do a lot of comedy shit. But yeah, I mean, we have to be responsible about what we say. I mean, it's important.
Yeah. So for all of those people out there that, we've had problems with in the past, just know this. Well, Lord knows I want to get along, but you're doing wrong.
But not for long. Wait, sorry.
Just know that.
We was jamming. We was jamming. What?
See, that's what I'm talking about. Just break out a motherfucking song right in the middle of this shit.
If I could play or sing better, I probably would, but, no one wants to listen to that. Trust me.
Yeah.
I mean, that was it. The extent of it, anyway.
Oh, you guys wait for the next Robert John Vandross, dude. That's gonna be funny. I got like a really like retro fucking like disco fucking swing like for the soundtrack. Still has a saxophone in it though.
Right.
Yeah, motherfuckers, yeah. This is
Motherfuckers, yeah.
This is yeah.
Hey Rob, have you ever thought about a family reunion of the original panel with Event Skeptic and everybody, Maddie and Chad, the original heads? Have you ever considered that?
Well, the original dudes right now. Maddie's in the house. Then we, you know what? I have, but then we have to consider Ben Time Traveler. Don't mention Event Skeptic because he's a goddamn douchebag.
Oh, okay.
With his Joey Buttafuoco haircut and his like his goddamn fucking shillery. Fuck him. I don't like that guy.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know about that. So
he can go hang out. He can go hang out with Truth Unrelied and measure turds. Like they can literally like take a tape measure and measure each other's shit. I don't give a fuck about those two assholes.
Did you just say truth unbelieved?
Truth unrelied. Or sorry, truth undefined. What? What did I say?
Truth-based punk needs to wash his fucking hair. Sorry, I just took it too far, didn't I? Sorry, that's the coffee.
Oh, and Event Septic.
I'm surprised I didn't think of that. That's fucked up.
Well, what about my man? Angry
I
man.
had to unmute just to laugh at that. You're going off, bro. Keep it up, brother. This is brilliant. You're scum denied.
Oh man, that's well. I guess we'll stick with the new panel then. How about that? Oh, okay, we'll stick with
It ain't easy being cool.
right.
Ain't easy. Just ain't easy.
Because Grim, you came out of nowhere, man. Like you came out of nowhere at the top of the shit though. You didn't come out starting from the bottom. It was like yo, when you jumped in, Grim, I was like, no, business has just picked up. I was like, I've been waiting for a nigga like you.
Hell yeah. Well, what happened was I didn't come in here doing hangouts. I had a nice comment, area where I comment and shit, and people just like my comments and my random videos because I don't produce like, filler videos for a video a day type bullshit. So you're not really subbed to me for content. You're subbed to me for quality or ideas. You can go from there with the ideas. I don't do a lot of bringing you all the links and all the proof. I give you the thoughts that I'm having, and then people run with that shit, man. And then they find the links and the proof after that, from the other people who are much. It's like for me trying to present the links and proof. It's like, look, I'm a goddamn outlaw. You know what I mean? You don't want to hear it from me anyway. So, I'm just trying to show you some ideas.
You know what I do? I promise all the links and stuff in the description, and then I don't put it in. It's like,
oops. Fucking lazy bastard.
Whoops.
That's lazy. I try not to promise much. I mean,
I try to promise very little.
Because I always say, yeah, I'm going to do stuff out of good intentions, and then I end up being an asshole, can't fucking fulfill everything, spread myself too thin or whatever. So, yeah, good people turn, get, you know what I mean?
Well, people just piss me off on a regular basis anyway. But that goes without saying.
Hey, Gary.
Hello.
All right. Hello. Hello.
How goes it?
Scribbling.
What am I listening to?
Your cell phone?
Actually, that's a very good guess. I was trying to, but I lost interest in that.
Hey, Maddie, was it you that made a video about the Kingsmen in the church?
Oh, it's Gary.
Hey, man.
How you doing, bud?
Pretty good, thanks.
Holy shit. Where'd you come in from?
I told you he was here.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't listening.
I'm always doing that shit. Antonia.
Ah.
How are things out there in your neck of the woods, Gary?
We're doing pretty good. Going to the gay pride thing today.
Oh, yeah?
In Seattle,
Oh.
yeah.
Actually, it's Gay Pride Week all over the fucking country right now, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the whole country, that's right.
I mean, by the country, I mean all of North America. I think it's Gay Pride in Toronto, too.
I think it's like Gay Awareness Day every day. You turn on the TV, it's Gay Awareness Day. You know what I mean? And
yeah. Wait until they turn it to Gay Self-Awareness Day.
it's like there's 2% of the population, if that, are gay, right? So why are all the television shows showing? Like,
oh wait, you don't mean 50s gay. You mean like 80s gay?
Not everybody wants to see it. So a parade is awesome, a parade, and everybody can go and be free and all that fun stuff, But on my TV while I'm eating and shit, doesn't anybody else see a problem with it? Like,
dude, I picked up so many like lesbos that technically weren't lesbos, like at the Gay Pride Parade, like 4 years ago in Toronto. It's like You really want dick, don't you? Like, yeah. I'm like, okay, let's go.
That's
seriously.
That's
It's
totally
like,
yeah, that's a different thing that I'm talking about.
but they're out looking for like tutelage, and you know, they're like, oh, we're gay, it's gay pride, this and that. It's
No,
like, but
once
you're
the
really
person's
not gay.
gay,
But you're
there's
really not
nothing-
gay, are you? You're
Yeah,
really not.
flip it. There's nothing more. It's all after that. It's not the person's fault. Not at all. I'm talking about before and 3 months in the pregnancy in the womb when we're getting BPA, bisphenol A.
Well, I never got her pregnant. I didn't go that far. I just gave them.
No, I'm talking about something totally different, Rob. I'm talking about
Now I get
the
it.
chemicals that are altering and the endocrine disruptors that stop the testosterone from making testosterone. I can't even say this shit anymore. It starts making estrogen instead, and estrogen makes testosterone. So, am I even saying that right? Fuck them.
I get what you're saying, but you're saying something's happening early in the birth we have no real control over, and when they come out, the decisions making time can be easier for some people, as others have to struggle with making a decision sexually. You know.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about there's a chemical reaction happening intentionally to the main populace, and then they're generalizing. Wait, and then they're kind of socializing it and making it okay with everyone that it's happening. It's that way everyone feels as if they're being supported in this way, even though they don't realize that it's being done to them.
I call it testrogen. It's testrogen.
Yeah, testosterone. Thank you.
No, estrogen is
No,
estrogen.
I'm not joking right now. It's not. It's an endocrine disruptor. It stops the whichever one it was going to make, and it makes the opposite one. So, I mean, in 3 months, in the baby's being developed, in the brain development, the first 3 months in the womb, guys, not afterwards, not all that other stuff. It's in the womb. This is happening to human beings. It's real fucking shit. So it's not, yeah, and you got to realize that it's in all the cans. Plastic lining in all the cans. Anything acidic, tomato soup, anything like that is absorbing it by high rates. Even distilled water absorbs it right in.
Shampoo.
So all the water, all the fucking plastic bottles, the plastic baby bottles, the Tupperware, all that shit, bisphenol A, and it's causing homosexuality all over the place, and they're socializing it by putting on every single TV show and all that kind of stuff. Every single where you look now, there's not one TV show that doesn't have a big gay story going on in your face. I guess from when it was just a few years ago.
It's the gay agenda.
I want people to know it's not really a gay agenda, because now you're actually taking, it's like saying a black agenda, or it's not, now you're taking a population of innocent people and turning them into an enemy. It's a depopulation agenda.
No.
I mean, with that sort of thought, ask any one of my gay friends that does
there was a black
immediately take sides when you do that.
There was
I'm
a black
trying to say something here.
The AIDS virus. I'm trying to say something too. But look,
I know you want to. I know, but this is hard. I got to think it out and stuff. I already here. I'm already right here.
All right.
So what I'm saying is, if we present that argument in a way that presents the separate side, like it's a gay agenda, then we're all of a sudden kind of making an enemy out of the people that we're trying to formulate groups with, not separations with. So we need to actually call it a depopulation agenda, because to turn you gay is really an agenda on the depopulation thing, to keep everybody from procreating, to keep the socialism.
Right. No more babies.
And others. So we got to look at a deeper level than that. Yeah, so it's not their fault. They didn't, that's natural at this point. Once you're that way, it's natural you're that way. I'm not saying we can change you back, and who wants to. And that's all fucking, once you want to do something too and you're good with it, that's your thing. That's cool.
It worked for the Greeks.
It's not my thing. Why do I have to see it every day on TV? You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. It freaking grosses me out. I don't like to be uncomfortable. If I'm paying for a fucking cable, why does it have to be that on it? You know what I mean? Even though I don't. And I'm just saying.
There's no way to block it.
It's not at all exciting.
It's not under parental guidance. It's not being guided by the parents. It's scheduled programming. So
screwing with the kids' heads and stuff.
Had an interesting conversation with my housemate here. We were talking about this very thing, and he's the age of 54. And back in the 70s, they were blaming the kids oh, these kids, they don't know what they got. They just want to defy the system and this and that. But you know what? You can't just go and fucking blame the kids randomly. Who fucking raised those kids?
That's right.
You know? Like,
Making
who raised them? The very same people that are bitching later. Oh my God, life isn't what I thought it would be. I thought it'd be wonderful. No, these fucking damn kids are fucking shit up. No, not right. It's just not right.
Thought if I got my job and I worked 20 years and I could get my pension. Where's my pension? I believe you.
I believe it. I believed it in you.
They knocking you off early, so you don't even get your retirement. It's crazy.
Why would I have cancer when I'm only 43?
Sorry.
Why does everyone I know have cancer?
Right.
Everyone has AIDS.
Everybody got something. Diabetes. You die from diabetes.
I don't have cancer. I'm not saying I have cancer. I'm just I'm a general speaker.
You got 10-year-old kids now. Guys, you got 10-year-old kids that are obese that have like third stage like diabetes. Like how does this happen? How does this fucking happen? Like, this is actually a rhetorical question. I don't even want a response. Like, but you understand what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
Like, fuck, really? Like third stage fucking diabetes. You're 10 years old and you're 300 fucking pounds. Give me a fucking head shake. Something's fucking wrong with that picture.
And we'll just be nice and call it food allergies instead of GMO poisoning.
Oh, I'm so glad you're you, Grim. Because if you were some other guy, I'd punch you in the face.
Right?
No, but I'm just saying, like, that response, like, you know what I mean? That is like the program response.
I know.
He tried to buttercup it.
I'm an advocate. He knows.
Buttercup it.
It's like
I'm an advocate of punching the shit out of somebody.
devil's advocate. I mean, I said the wrong word. Sorry about
And
that.
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying that I'm an advocate of punching somebody in the nut sack. Like, hey, you're out of line. Bam! Right in the nuts. Bam! What? You didn't hear me the first time? Bam! Again. What? How's your nuts feel? Bam!
Feedback.
And that's the problem that we love.
How's your nuts feel now?
Yeah, but anyway, it's fucked up though.
We're heterosexual.
The president's wife tried to take responsible for getting the kids together and getting them to work out. They came out with Play 60 from NFL. Anything to get your kids to get outside and have recess. But in the city, when you see these kids outside having recess, it ain't recess no more. They hitting girls upside the head with the ball. It's violent. They ain't really having fun no more. It's monitoring their conduct.
Yeah. Well, the scarier thing is this: is that like kids know what's cool. Kids are, just like, okay, I like this guy because I feel cool around him or her or whatever. Thing is that they know what cool is. When they don't feel cool anymore, what they do, they clam up, they don't say nothing to nobody, and then they go into this PTSD kind of state. Because they can't talk to any grown-ups, right? They can't talk to grown-ups because they're getting into this PTSD state, and it's like, oh, now I'm post-traumatic. They raised the price of 7-Eleven hot dogs to $4.50. So $4. I'm done. I'm done for. You don't understand, Dad. You just don't understand.
My world is crawling. It's crawling around me. It's crawling around me.
You just don't understand. My world. But hey, you guys understand where I'm coming from, though, because that's important shit.
Golf ball size consciousness. Yeah. Golf ball size possession of the world.
But that's important shit to a kid, though. I mean, even like back in the day, that would have been like, wow, why is that funny? Well, that's not funny. That's not funny for any reason. That was
Like,
important.
remember the day, like, I remember the day when they quit selling blue slushies at that 7-Eleven? It's like, what? I don't stuff shit like that in my memory bank,
all
dude.
right. Wait, which blue? Are you talking about the blue raspberry or the blue sour raspberry?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't stuff that shit in my memory banks. I got no more room.
They switched that shit for some cola.
I don't like your trick questions. Your trickery. I don't like your trick.
Remember that. I do remember that the refrigerators weren't that cold, so we go to that other store anyway. So fuck them.
Yeah. Well, and then now they got the flashing LED. It's like, do not serve. Like, I'm like, oh shit, it's flashing blue. I'm gonna pour that one first. Oh shit, it ain't ready. Okay.
Remember when we were kids, we could jump off of like the highest shit and it didn't even hurt.
Nope.
I mean,
and we do it while we're checking on lead toys, lead painted toys.
Well,
Like
I didn't do that shit, man.
we have a lead painted toy hanging out of our mouth.
Fuck that.
I remember falling out of a tree, a tall ass tree I climbed. The wind began to blow, and I felt all the branches coming down. And you're right, never broke a bone.
You weighed like
I've never had a broken bone.
Our bones were really tough, like, I mean, bendable, not just brittle. You know, now the kids be just a slip and, you know what I mean, if they're drinking that tap water or doing, slip and fall and break a damn hip and leg and shit. Like, they got osteoporosis already.
Mr. Glass.
Yeah.
And look, how many people in their neighborhoods lost a friend to lawn darts?
What, did gravity change or just all of a sudden did the bone density change?
Raise hands. Anybody lose a friend to a lawn dart?
No.
No, it's a myth. Nobody died from lawn darts.
Well, yes, I did. I lost a friend because I won, and then it was his birthday party, and then
and he was mad that you won.
So he's no longer my friend.
But he didn't get a lawn dart in the forehead, did he?
I kicked his present in the pool that I got him. So he go kiss my ass and kicked it in the pool.
That's thing is that nobody lost anybody to lawn darts. Why'd they outlaw them? Because we are too dumb to be able to handle them, apparently. That's what they're saying. They're saying that we are not capable of handling lawn darts. So you know what they did? They gave us a solution. Velcro darts. Oh yeah, that's funny to throw at the retard. Yeah, a Velcro dart.
I just want to say sorry about that, Austin, man, if you ever watch this. My bad.
Mr. Velcro.
Hard-headed dog, so. Yeah.
I did just say that with my outside voice, didn't I? So yeah, Velcro darts. That'd be fun to throw at the retard. Lawn darts were much funner, and he ran much faster. I'm telling you.
See, that's when you pull out your own darts.
Oh, you played it a different way, I guess, man. Shit.
Yeah, I kind of did a total different man shit.
I got my
into the string and then swing it around up in the air and then whip it out like one of them rock launchers.
Throw a lawn dart at it.
Throw another one at it. No.
I'm a little bit off that way. A little bit off centric.
Yeah, I like playing games where I can play again tomorrow in case I lose, you know.
Well, lawn darts might not be the one.
You don't want to lose with one in the back of your neck, you know.
I have to drive to get a pack of smokes, but the thing is, I'm hooked up to a Wi-Fi thing. So what I've just done is put $5 on my fucking phone. I'm going to tether to that. So I'm going to disconnect for about 30-40 seconds, reconnect to my phone, drive to the store to get cigarettes, and we'll see if we keep this podcast going, because after 5 minutes, me not being here, it's not live.
Well, give it a shot, man.
Fuck yeah.
We know we'll see you again sometime.
Yeah, probably about 12 minutes. I have to connect successfully to my phone first. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna just kind of start running some. I had some thoughts I was gonna run across the.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
RP.
Take the show. Pretend I'm not even here.
Oh, I can't do that.
Spit that fire.
Is anybody in the chat getting in on that? I haven't seen any of it yet. Maybe a quick heads up a quick shout out to everybody. Everybody, hi. No, Jay Thornton, how you doing, man?
Big
Abdominal. J. All right. Sentient's been around.
Hey, a lot of people diss Jay Thornton. Jay Thornton's my man. I like the dude, and anybody fucking has a problem with him, take it up with me.
Right.
Who's dissing Jay Thornton? See, I'm always out of the loop.
Adam Dwyer.
Who's doing Jay wrong?
Adam just mad about everything right now. People ain't right today, so it's noticeable. Nobody says anything right about it, though.
Hey, I just say, for the record, anybody have a problem with my friends, they got a problem with me. On that note, I'll see you soon.
All right.
And the countdown begins.
And I'm the same way, but instead of using the word "my friends," I go with the truth.
Right.
Because I can't vouch for my friends and always being in the truth. That everybody makes mistakes, so I'll just go ahead and not to put down what he's saying, because that's admirable too in ways. Especially he tries to surround himself with people that speak the truth. So, generally, yeah, that's a good rule. But we get caught up in that. Anyway, shit, Maddie. So, yeah, man, you've been paying attention to what's been going on lately in the circles we've traversed. Did Maddie leave?
I don't know. I mean, his icon, he might have stepped away.
Yeah, he might have said something. I didn't pay attention. Yeah, I know I kind of went off on a tangent and it seemed like I was gay bashing or whatever, but I really wasn't. I wanted to point that out. Well, this still may seem that way. That wasn't my intent. So.
I mean, those that know you, and those that don't know you, they can get to know you.
There you go.
Fuck it, man. You ain't got to apologize for nothing that you say, especially when you doing your thing. If you bullshitting or whatever, I can see you manning up and say, well, I was bullshitting, da-da-da. But when you open your mouth from your heart, do your shit. And it's no apologies or to be apologetic for anything, because from your heart that you saying your shit.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm, passionately not having any alternative, you can feel that out of people. I don't know.
Yeah.
Usually. I mean, I get a lot of slack, though. A lot of people think I'm onto some petty shit. In reality, it's not really that I'm not really on petty shit. I'm on some real shit. I'm being ridiculed. And then it's being done in a sly little manner where it's of course I'm a fucking joke because, look, I got mad because I don't have this radio personality that knows how to fucking deal with all that shit, I'm not trying to start that bullshit up a bit. I'm just saying, for those that didn't pay attention very closely, they didn't see how, it all went down, obviously. Went down before I even got around. I was already ridiculed behind my back. It didn't even matter. I didn't need to even be there at first. And that was right before that show, And that's on more than one occasion, different shows as well. And it's about, people want to be right more than, lose an argument. And they think they take a, and it's like, how can you prove that I don't have evidence about this shit when I'm sitting here trying to show it to you, but you just won't fucking show it? Now it's, oh, that's copyright. Oh, now that's, you know what I mean? It's like, what?
There's a whole bunch of shit. See, if I can use one of the friendly sky scenarios, when it comes to the friendly skies, brother, you're a fucking rocket. Everybody else could be airplanes. You know what I'm saying? You want some blast off shit. I'm just gonna keep it real for 5 seconds. when I first met you, and that, even as up to now, you on some blast off shit. You a rocket, you know. And some people can't handle that fire that come out of the bottom of it. You understand what I'm saying? When you blast off, they can't handle the fire that's coming out of the bottom of it. They can deal with you when you get out of space, but it's just when you first talk, you know, it's like we got to shut this guy down or whatever.
I know, dude. That's
when there's really no reason to. Go ahead and let you blast off.
Like they think that it's just the first time it ever happened to me, and it's the 1,000th time that day, and they don't notice that that's, you know, of course that's gonna offend you. You know, it's like I'm cycling these arguments to people who don't even understand about vacuum and, you know, gas densities and, you know, particle separations and electromagnetic fucking properties in the particle separation in the vacuum and the plasmas, voltages and mediums of that nature in a vacuum. They're sitting here acting like this is something I just like saw on a video. I get so goddamn aggravated. I did not just see this on a video. I've been working. What am I, 40, 17 years old? Since I was 17 years fucking old, I've been working with this shit. Please try to just give me a little credit. I know I act like a little crazy or whatever, and I'll punch you in the mouth and all that kind of very little reason, but you know what I mean? At least hear what I'm saying. It doesn't make my shit wrong just because I'm a little wrong about the way I am. You know what I mean? Like, that's the people forget that shit.
People don't want to share the airwaves. You know, everybody want to blast off when you blast off. Like, no, man, this thing is on a timing thing. You know what I'm saying? This thing is about time. You know, you got to blast off when it's your time to blast off, even if you are a rocket. Because you ain't just got one rocket, you got way more rockets. Rocket is a rocket. Maddie is a rocket. You know, you got a few people that can blast off their information, and it's worth waiting until they get out into airspace where you can understand or understand or overstand what the fuck is going on. Way before you start criticizing and missing the whole point.
They make a mechanical model in your head of what's going on if you don't understand what's the pictures, the sizes of the cogs and the movements of the angles of, you know, the situation. So like it comes in so fast. I know, but it did it to me. You know what I mean? And so it's like I feel like I have to handle it. You know, these waves of intuition and these thoughts, these all just come rushing in at me, dude. All the time. They don't come from people and other people's ideas all the time and shit like that. Sometimes I'll take two people's fucking researches and think, well, look, they both missed the mark. Here's where they should have went with that. You know, and I do this, man, and I've been found to be correct in a lot of times. I mean, more than not. So, and these are deep fucking issues. These aren't stupid. If flavor ice cream are we talking about issues? You know what I mean?
Right. And if I was to describe myself, I would just say I'm Southwest Ave side. I'm Southwest where everybody can get on, and I'm cheap. I'm a cheap ass Southwest ride when it comes to my information. You know, I when I try to speak, I speak on it to everybody. I don't try to go too high or too low. I want to be right there where everybody can get what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, that's just me. That's how I fly.
I feel the same way.
Other people fly differently.
I feel like I'm having the same sort of approach, but it's just I'm more able. I just have more of a standpoint on some of my issues. Like more of them, I'm more sure of in ways, and I don't like the tolerate too much of the being ridiculed by people who I can sense and tell have no idea what I'm trying to convey. Like a lot of times they think I didn't make straight A's in school with them too, and then learn this as well. I think that's what they're confused. Like they think maybe I didn't get it in school, and then now I'm just trying to make shit up or something to fill in the blanks. That's completely incorrect. I got it in school, and I get it here too. That's where they need to understand where I'm at with this. It's not that I'm a genius and blah, 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 blah. But if you look around me, I can see, not right now, but I'm just saying in real life out there in the world, I feel like one being around the people that I'm always around and shit. I mean, you can't deny that in some cases. And a lot of us who want to do these chats and talk about this kind of stuff know they feel the same way, even if they don't admit it.
Right. because on the realness, I think we all geniuses in our own way because we all have that gene in us, you know. But do we turn it on? Do we use
English
it?
is a relatively new language, man. I wouldn't put all those thoughts together like you do.
Right. But that's my style.
I know it makes good
But that's just the way I do things.
Makes
you know?
good for memory too. I just want to.
Because it helps me to learn. I mean, that's just the way I learn shit now. You know, that's the way my cube has been reprogrammed and programmed. Like I'm stuck in this paradigm, and but it's comfortable for me to see the English language and fit it up and turn it into my own shit. You know, and make it fit me. You know, and what I'm trying to get out of it. You know, because to just say that one person is better than everybody else, then that would make that would be supremacy, and that's probably not what everybody wants. You know, but everybody can stand alone in their oneness together. You know, and then you have people that's on the bottom, on the top, on the side. You know, it's a big ass army of knowledge people. You know, but everybody just got to play their part and stay in your own space. You know, see that's the thing about it. See, when you're a plane, don't try to be a rocket. When you're a rocket, don't try to be a plane. You know, do your fucking thing.
Exactly. If you don't feel the passion drive in you to say those things, all you feel is the passion and drive to negatively smash other people's things that they say, then you're not a rocket. You know.
Right.
You know, so you're just really thick atmosphere.
Right. You small.
Yeah. So I mean, think about that. You know, because you got somebody else running and trying to be passionate about something, and you come and you just fucking ridicule them and then act like the reason they're mad is because they're attacking you for no reason.
Right.
You're a fake ass, phony motherfucker, radio personality looking for views. Call you a view whore if I didn't have better upbringing.
Right. Oh man. A view whore. I ain't never heard of that before.
You know, we got prostitutes and view whores and
You know.
radio slags. You got all that stuff now.
Right. See that, man? That's just the intellect. And like I was wondering, like, where do all of these terminologies come from? They come from us.
Hell yeah.
You know. It comes from us.
You get them recycled 20 years later, like, and then somebody thinks they invented it. So okay.
Right. So see, the same way you say that with your language, it's the same way I do with the English language, but just a different way. You know, you fuck with it your way, I fuck with it my way. As long as you fuck with it.
Keep using it. Other languages too, man. I'm guilty of not really knowing much of many. I mean, I can count a little in Japanese, do some dumb shit in French, but I don't really. I can't function in other languages. Not yet.
Right.
I can function universally, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no doubt. Because English is the universal language. It is the one world language that they want everybody to learn.
If Robert doesn't get on in a second, we're gonna go off.
Yeah.
So if we do go off, I just want to say, everybody, what's up? What's up, everybody? I've worked on art and designs and stuff all night long. All night long.
All night. Yeah.
Printing up these sheets all night long.
All night.